awo mo de but enkwala no omonya wo dia nti ebi na obi akwakoye na entansi wawo 9 ntafo 9
agreement no na ya ba ko this calon ni be ka ho ana
ofa bi nka ho sen onim sikafo na tire sa na no
e body o
ye jamba ide se yintumenye
e body papa
eti no eti wakwakwa wo 4 ide nipa kro wie on biom
na obi akwa awo so do onya 4 fa sanko obi akwa ko nko bi mu
normal
esi Piesie anopa inkrata bae no me de besi wa hanum say ya edi mu attention ni nyina na ye de atudwa no
enra police for koye operations be otema am say in 3 days or so
omo de tasi we na na
apart from that
phones no
dade enye koko na
enya ka so egum nu no we prado ni bia o
that be we Pajero
ayo
we are egu Pajero na say VIP weed no
high grade upgrading no
tema police for ya bebo ma ba yan komra ye ba ya de betu screen so na monso matuma hu we pa ya bonu chenku over 1000 ya de egu Pajero na air conditioner bono nti VIP weed remove VIP tema police for achi omo ye kwa aba na yaba ababeka eho ensem anse police for bo omo bo adwuma taxi no so taxi wo fro ya na ya jofo
ya kan lock na shim be baby o eni be ba am na ya peke oni e ma
so ya peke ni pa be 7 e wo ho a police for ni bo adwuma na nsen pa enya asem keto a car no 2025 so na say omo start last year ya o police for to mad omo 10 sa because obi o wa say wo gene phone na no obetro ka number no
nanka
na me se me sifrika bia ma aya me de number no tumitri nteze bibie ni a ebi o wa me tro nti bibie ni a minim ka number no adwa
Piesie
medase
do be siwa
ene no wache ana
ene be share we chiro
Roger Emmanuel international the sports no so e de abre adwa kwache wa medase se wo de eye de obon krata no monsem e de ebre ye hola sevia heba clinic ese ene men ka chiro se ya die bia a etete wo obi wo ha na na se atata onim ne ha no oba ye be run test na yehu ya de kro ye de duro be count e wo hola sevia heba clinic na ho ato diabetes na etete wo na se eni aduro wanu madura anuma de bia o won hu insulin mesrawo hola sevia heba clinic de bi duro be count wan kasa obo say yes wanya ho de kidney problems sisi ya de epilepsy obi a wotwa wo fa se ni twa oba no wotwa kakra na wotwa mesrawo fane ko hola sevia heba clinic asthma koko menstrual disorders ni be ma wa emre ompem de ende keto ebi kwa ese o je duro ne kono bo so wa kasa wa san gina na so hola sevia heba clinic ewo assignment yene access bank any din hwe ni mo Dr. Okrah no pay ya friend no questions bia obeyi ano ne number 057 665 6658 057 665 6658 and 0200 623 038 0200 623 038 Wala Sevia Heba Clinic or say only God can heal you now. Ebra so say dey good emun sem ebro Roger Emmanuel Atrase all right, abushua for bossima num apa anopa nonso ho Roger Emmanuel Atrase Roger.
Yes sir, Piesie Okrah. Good morning. Bibi aboko ye. Nyame adom. Say na woda. Midweek.
Na midweek so kana as a lottery.
Midweek to kai.
Enu so a game so.
Oh yeah.
Ane tell ya mo ka sports.
Say Luto na.
So ka bet once mba mo ka luto once.
En ka bet. En ka bet.
Oh, sir, I'm a photo.
Obi an sponsor idea be kan sponsor. Ba won sponsor idea.
Because I'm a photo me say out ne pa.
Yeah, nkofo twa, am a photo twa pa buy yen kan once.
Obi to me say bet
sponsor. And Luto say oba. How sponsor idea and be a bit much. Say the
NLE for Baba. On the bench.
Yeah, NLE boss require fencing. But when there's all because this is new and
Samuel Kudo.
Yeah, we're not man.
Sorry, Alaji. I'm from Alaji.
NLE almost capa.
I think the KGL for NLE for some renegotiation. Nasika woman the man NLE no. I'm say NLE 4% or mutu.
KGL, the almost sponsor coast football.
Coast football,
okay, that's the discussion.
Okay, that's okay. Now, almost sponsored a GPL name.
I say GPL need to buy discussion now. Says Castle.
Oh, a
Scado League in the room. A Scado will be right, not pay ya transfer Eddie Agurions some pronoun pay our Dwaboase to Medina support 97.9 FM. TVS was at another pay good so or latest and no I am on some a system you know ya pop on 7 pay ya the April our show the 17 Eddie Rotary Fred me the sports Monaco production team no at Botella could for some Lubarik Teche Desmond so a engineer na Francis so an engineer cover nature na pay ya transfer din some the brom no control room tem na yem fa some no enda ye tifana fe yen ahwefo na pay dia na yes say and from sports and recreation ministry no and for the fortuna say e ma me ka say ndin and for me a constitute no e djumeko a ye from anti-doping agency no and for board no and for me e pa huntuma sports minister honorable Kofi Adams and timi inaugurate here e ma niam timi course kama pa na only some members be a opinion your friend Professor Francis Dodo one a retired athlete one and a chairperson at the Amasa board and for etimi aparanrechi and now opinion oko sports ministry and also a director general Arima sports ministry opinion mamia your friend said Mrs. Asamoah one also a team akote and a former blaster player Ura Steven Tornado appear one also can be and after Kwame Abrampa one also team akote na fimperifo dopi and after for promise a dear anti-doping agency no omoshara finima timi konka after juwede nyina and a chairperson Ura Professor Francis Theodore and in some credit to the yenti ninsem.
And then we will, hopefully, if we have consensus, move forward in terms of implementing these things. On a personal note, I also would like to suggest that I currently chair the Governance Commission of International Athletics, World Athletics. And some of the notes that you hit on today, apart from the anti-doping, particularly the one about safeguarding, is so critical for moving forward. Because, you see, when children in a country start thinking that other children are doping, for example, what you find out is that they also start doping because they think they have to keep up with the Joneses. And so, very soon, there's this race that has been built, and children are injuring not just their health, but also reputations and national reputation. So, in short, we accept this task that you've given us, and we will do our best to execute it as we promised in the oath that we took it in the way that we should. Thank you, Honorable Minister, and thank you, colleagues, for being on this journey with us. Thank you.
Jojo na motene kan retro de tuja se areba kwa ya pan se ye competitions ahodo a o yehwe na smaller countries no wo mo na ye test mo positive pa countries mo de mo do sana se mo soso no ye competitions a o nhara hu se bia ye betest obi se bia o ye positive eno so kasa kakra edifa no so yenti
that we were, for lack of a better word, cheated in sport because there were powerful entities that stood behind and protected some parties to the detriment of those of us who came from countries that we used to call testable countries. You will notice that if you go back and you look at who was tested at which competitions, you will notice that frequently those of us who came from quote-unquote smaller countries got tested much more frequently than people who came from the countries that stood behind and supported these kinds of mal events. And so, for me, doping, even at a personal level, was always a fundamental concern. But as I grew older and hopefully wiser, I came to realize that it also had reputational impacts for countries. Because when people dope and it prevents others from being able to win medals, their countries lose for lack of a better word, the glory that should have accrued to the countries.
Okay, Professor Francis Jojo Namotenika, Sports and Recreation Minister, Honorable Fiatam say Sports Minister, also Yenti on Senesima Crown Sekai.
You made a mistake in selecting all of you, and the great things you have done, for which reason you found a mission. You will even do greater things to make sure that Ghana's reputation, the athletes' reputation, and their well-being is clearly protected for them to reach higher heights. I thank you. The ministry is available. We will support you. We're working with other institutions to get places that you can operate freely from. And until that is done, the ministry's conference room and other facilities are available for you anytime you so desire. So I wish to thank you so much, and I thank my Chief Director, who is also a member, for all the support in putting this together. Thank you.
Okay, Tania Sima Sports Minister Honorable Kofi Adams Sinisem award to Dr. Patrick Ofori, maybe a chumna or a psychologist at the Blasters of Ghana. Now, what is some crowd to Janis Kenya and says sports brain apano, a Araba Cobetimia boy, Panebo, my dear Yannis was say, and penny for a shut up agency beer, or more a mandated the sum a panase, Yem Pesca, na Yem Farmer athletes in Franco competition Saudwa, or no the Jumani say, Obetimia Sadeno, na and word to me a boy, Dr. Patrick Ofori.
With regards to how the money should be administered, I don't think we need any committee also. I think under the Sports Council, or we can say the Sports Ghana, like UK Sports UK, Sports England, should be at the mandated agency that applications for the various federations and the athletes who want to go through. And why do I say that? You don't want to create another administrative bottleneck, that the cost of running those committees and office will also be running the fund dry.
Okay, Dr. Patrick Ofori, and I'm going to say this answer to Janyamia Tuma, and then AFCON 2025 semi-final games in air passo. Near Dikan, a Senegal, Everton, Egypt, Everton, Edia Readers, and which so Nigeria, Everton, normal so, and in Morocco, and so Edia Readers, and so much, and I'm going to upon Ghanaian referee. Ora Daniel Lai say sa big game and no air pass no Ghana na say onko jiremu fi Ghana hasi na onko jiremu serebeya sa jumede no nyama ebetimi akonka Nigeria ani Morocco match no Ghana referee Daniel Lai and apefo apana wokwako jiremu na fi watu ayiram tie no eye nia efi ono ma no so e panura na betuja say opani a woni director adima competition our Ghana Football Association opani a ye fa no say human ni abetuja and say me no and say emuna opani fa na Ben emuna opani a ne tin eno no report eba and say na jumede wanya edi ato na report kire say o de say jumede na ato dia wonani eba kirem House folk omasoye na oni omu akwakodi jumanti eno report no so efio no so a eno so epa for penia ye fa na Julius Ben emuna na soya ono so apaidi tuja na sa peniwe onim se epa ne se yen kase nim die pa dia wo biye pa ukọ Western Region wo mo Football Association na oyo pani ba kwa utima akutie pa oni omo juma se ho anwachin so onim se okuta Masters in Sports Science I don't know onya from Barcelona Spain and na onya no se na fe owo a degree so from UCC ne nyina no odi poase bibia betumi akoye say report e ba na so na ni kiremu e has folk omasoye na oni omonso akwakodi twumante no ye kakra and say Piesie clubs na asoye kakra report e ba na say former Asante Kotoko captain yefon Richard Bodu Agaras ono so asase ene Kotoko training say second round transfer window ye bia tum no obesan ere makro bia Kumasi Asante Kotoko enwechin so utawoni etrem say former Bebiani Gold Stars omo abrante for Alex Eso report abatujan so no so awrem our Nation FC awono so ekoho no mo oro so no ekwakusi akan edi ama Nation FC ti ano eye ne afie no mo no so abana no pay yare ho sam etujan enso ewo shoro so abrante for Elvis Adai eye play abakwa reporter epa and so koremu ewo bobokwa fana se AS Fana omo ewo ne jail for asoye ekosiaka report eba and say Kotoko epolo out say na kom epeno na mo sisi omo kire se omo nya interest se abrante no mo ebe sign ni piumti eno eye ne no so fiore man sepa yara ho sam so etuja wo shono so Ghana ni abrante ye fana Anton Semenyo oremu ewo Manchester City aso no 2 games 2 goals and awatimi ahye onim say FA Cup game o she goal erima Man City no EFL game no say ekoso City winning by 2 goals to 0 Anton Semenyo and a first goal 53rd minute and a Semenyo and your first goal eri Man City now after the game coach Pep Guardiola a manager eri Man City akasa eri for Anton Semenyo performance or than a D our City yenti Guardiola.
Well, step by step. So arrive still plays a winger, so he's not playing fullback. You know, he's a winger at the same position playing in Bournemouth. And always we talk that few details in images and do what Iraola helped him a lot with development. You know, to do what has done there, do it here.
See there to just Anton Semenyo a clinical player, ye cast player, ye for born to net padia. Yipiano Bieni ho Yenti Bernardo Silva
had a very difficult game, which we're very happy that we won 2-0 because it's never easy to come here. A very intense and energetic team that put us in under pressure in a lot of moments, and but yeah, I think overall it was quite a strong performance from us. We scored twice. I know that they could have scored also, but we also had more chances to punish them, especially in the second half in the counters. But yeah, we're happy. We're very happy with the first leg. Yeah, like he said in his first interview, because I watched when he joined the club, he's a very clinical player. He's a guy that is in the right place at the right time. And once again today, he arrives very well to the box, to the crosses, and we're so happy to have him with us. Not just a top player, but he looks like a top guy as well, which fits right into the team and what we want to do, which is to do it collectively, and he fits into that.
Bernardo Silva and Wakasara Anton Semenyo or Ginny Samba our EPN Manyasem Kitokra Bernardo Silva was some other season and DP 164 year no I free agent report Tabana say on any ever Chiremo AC Como Brantia ye for the Chef Fabrigas Timino over corner Fiokusaka other clubs Super Juventus Benfica Galatasaray Barcelona AC Milan Omniature Somnia Bernardo Silva one more penalty and ye Fiormano Sapa Young Manchester United Arsenal and Manchester United or new technical team no perform and failure so no the team no a season only say Michael Carrick ono ebe head coach na fe Stevie Holland an assistant and na fe perform ka hon ora for Jonathan Woodgate ono say become Johnny Evans and so ebe team akotin and na fe open for the say Travis omnyina perform omni Michael Carrick ebe ye juma no Michael Carrick wa granting the first interview and no watch say baby a wakon Old Trafford any favorite place Manchester United any favorite football club now the whole world was Manchester United and now oto na neniaji say was abepemu back our Old Trafford or baba coach team or him say people omo makenya no ebe support no na munyina feel great na say be Manchester United nioma ebe koyi diamama ni ensema o reference Michael Carrick ono nisem awadi apa na no pay yare bi tuja e wo show so wure so e wo FC Real Madrid Bobo Canasuya or say reference Sapi Alonso Yapamano Emo Penny Ferris Avaro Apelora Anasia Medocasi per 4 apano na ni technical team no and per 4 about other technical team members omo aka Penny Ferris Julian aye Commoner and per 4 apano say ono ebe assistant 1 and afi reference Antonio Pinto ono so ebe fiscal coach ha ono ebe fiscal trainer edi ama team no and na Penny Ferris Bernardo aye server so ebe assistant 2 na fi Penny Ferris Kevin aye Catero ono so ebe assistant 3 no mo nyina say timi apona fi aye technical analyst ebe Francis Sanchez enti pedifo and almost ebe Real Madrid tuano na fi nima konka brante for Joan Cancelo edi atuja say na niaje say ono say timi adwani club a ye fana say FC Barcelona ni aim and has in mission and say betimi apona fi FC Barcelona so ewini trophy sauro brante for Mason Greenwood usina kan erima Olympic Marcel Bobokono onim say Dick season 25 matches and wapo 17 goals 4 assists and our Edema Club ye fana say Olympic Marseille after say o free Manchester United na abrontia ye fana say Chesney onim say o ye Barcelona goalkeeper 2004 or retire say ka on sia kan biom na Barca efreno say 2025 ombra from retirement no mesia kan and from FC Barcelona na onim so rem our Barcelona no wetimi aboa ema La Liga womo etimi agye na fe Copa del Rey and so no mo etimi agye trophies outdoor and wetimi ewin Spanish Super Cup and so against Real Madrid no ni nyina so mo edinkrem our sa game no after retirement our koya opai no nyoma ekoyie pa edi emano nti eno ye ni fio no ma eno so abana enra games kakrebi so etimi etuja won krofon kros ye fanu ntwato na fi yensoros na Piesie Okrah ene abajafo enfa Dwaboase jumede no enfa ntwase no a orum se edi Carabao Cup no eno ye Newcastle United Roma City abone kam no a wentimi anti na uko ye Spain Copa del Rey eno a orum se club reference RC Deportivo se Trauma Atletico Madrid abome Kabakwa almost entimi na fi Real Sociedad game against Osasuna and sina kuye 2-2 penalties and a Real Sociedad ewiniye 4-3 at almost they qualify oko Germany and Bundesliga at Stuttgart epo kamiensa Emma entrant Frankfurt etikanamienu and afi Hamburger SV so any Bayer Leverkusen game no and penfo a postpone sa na weda no and sera nye papa penfo a postpone sa game na entimi amasa nwachi orum se menso 5 eshe kamienu Emma club for the header him e kanom almost eti emubako na fi Borussia Dortmund epo kamiensa Emma Werder Bremen e kanom entimi ante uko Italy e Coppa Italia and e cosma AS Roma so tine firma Torino upon a kamiensa or so eti emumienu tenu games and ras timi cause na nyame atuma games e pass in a big game our Carabao Cup Chelsea the Blues ebe telefone Arsenal the Gunners and so Eddie Asheswa 8 p.m. and a side game no and a 7 p.m. and a side game no so ebetimi abaso ko itila Napoli as in Parma be shana fi Inter and lechen so Asia na fi ko Spain Copa del Rey no eye Rebetis and echi pona fi Deportivo Alaves betrefi nomini Rayo Vallecano as to the appearance fi Germany so onim se Uzbek as in FC St. Pauli as bebona fi FC Cologne ebe telefone Bayern Munich airport na TSG Hoffenheim as so ani Borussia Mönchengladbach as be shana fi RB Leipzig as so ni FC Freiburg as so ebe timi shanti winyira games e basna Georgian Klopp se wotete sa man for linkino se Real Madrid ejuma no okwakofa wose wono nani eji our Red Bull Salzburg oye juma as a sporting director tinya dia Real Madrid ejuma no obeye ne ana ochinante no yesema Georgian Klopp so diabanti on this note me jina sana finano pe agude unsem aye papa na yatono din se poor morning sports no ye di Asia na Piesie Okrah abawe twasu edi amamo mitin edi rota yumano from the sports Monaco production team eteche botela kojofusu mebel alu padek desmo soa as engineer and afi Francis as ejina kamara nechia ono si edi ko mfamem ane yadi show no edi vibe midibusia ne maso so Piesie Okrah odemu twasu good morning.
brebo eye adwumada eboa eyam aduane eboa eyi insa free ni peduani na eboa woni pedua ma etena ho yi nanso woni say niema a yedi na yenom timi ma brebo ye adwumaden sen pote
Mehunda me brebo ye adwuma pa bia se me tumi bibi boa me brebo
Ani and wanting about the left hip from the Moses Clinic we have our center about herbal food supplements we see the boa brebo ama e ye adwuma yi
na ye adwuma
Fatopa yenu yenu anopa ni enumre na eboa ma brebo ye adwuma yi sene be ya e betimi anyam aduane awodi e siesie ni peduane mo e yi mo finsi yi
eno na me brebo kia pa
Ubenya Left Kid or pharmacy, herbal shops, no supermarkets are ebeo. Sawo pedudo so to a 0244 06 8447. Left Kid, wa brebo, wa woni pedia. Edro yi enye ma apemfo, e ma ema omomanfo, ne mmofo a wonya mfie dumie. FDA agi dwedie krato yi atum.
Every human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Na ede na ya obayi a oda former son here funu emunumuni.
Oh, Mr. Entry, also yare ya titi be ben fie pi nanso ne yam nyono da. Se me show no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa.
Menyi ni se what ulcer tamfo hexa capsules any hexa mixture yanum bom kotia ulcer no bia ma no anom. Anka ne ho ato no dadaada. Ulcer dro de eno ne hexa capsules any hexa mixture.
Ankom ni nchiremu.
Ulcer ye kura eto ye funu ene ensunu mu. Etuma wo ye funu ekeka wa wogye ho a enyi ulcer etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie. So how eye ulcer de a kope hexa capsules any hexa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto.
Pedudu etu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 02038228855 Apefo abatanya woma won mofra nofo ene mofra woni mfiedu mienu enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
ulcer tamfo edie age edwadie nkrato yi atom.
Hey unia new release ni ana kay gam ebiti no was me new release me car no asesi fitamu ho no na Tebotech Garages Limited akofa besiesi amana aye nitia obi ase ye car mu no accident car no na Tebotech Garages Limited amana se gina ne naso sa no mesi wo akofa broni fita engineer afra brochiraba ene wo check cars no na wahunu ba bia fault krowo ene ho spare parts so wo de hyehe afenesi road enso ho charges kakra bi o Tebotech Garages Limited wo ye general servicing ebini engine overhauling, engine tuning, oven spraying, general electrical works, air condition installation work, BM, upholstery, gearbox, make a day. Tebotech Garages Limited. Apart from sir, car that wotimi ato, and now Toma Wono, was sign importation of cars, and was spare parts, if Rabutreba, Wokoto Kamawa, and free. Ace, also what you call Tebotech Garages Limited, our La Paz Malam Road, after Bayard traffic light, wah. Bibiania for 0206 48 17 and 3. And now 0542 96 1111. Website tebotechghana.com. Tebotech Garages Limited. Hey, Kaya will be a Benyan. Tebotech Garages Limited. Your car beauty and the power boosters.
I don't know the church will be there and will be there. Pabas from Pokra. I will say, I read and I have Yabba Naya Quankra, who gets mentioned a woman annually, and get to Bray, women come for Lion Age Clinic Ghana and Famal. A uncle and other Puma, the baby grew as some Yaria, among young Susans and Subanibia. I was say I look for every Puma, our Lion Age Clinic Ghana, Dr. Biodo Amudra, Senior Hofamas from Okrah, and the Shayaro from Emma Botono. I was say over the Puma Haseya, yes, sir, and now we are able to say syphilis. Gonorrhea, candidiasis, the Alipa will not see a friend of whites. Yea, company everyone has said. I was young, we are Bema, who was in any more, who to me might be my any more careful now. Long Edge Clinic, Sebra, not that we grow among now, so said Bema Mopa. So also so your bar, unless I look for who about who may be much now bread, but if you know our Long Edge Clinic Ghana, now the top of first soon, I will fear.
Adofo a wɔhwɛ me mesomfo kofinti ɛbɛka kra no me yare ana me da hɔ madam fu bi ba no nkyɛn me introduce Lion Clinic Ghana man na me tuwa na mo no me kɔɔ no mo hwɛ me ɔmo mo maduru ɛnɛ me ho atɔ me te wo a wɔhwɛ me a bani da so asa me kamfo Lion Clinic Ghana ma so nso tuwa na mo bra na bi na wayare sa
assalamu alaikum na zo don ga wasu bitine amma ciwon da na zo da shi na ga an kiriti na samu sauki bisa duk wanda zai zo musulmi duka ya yi kokari ya zo nan wannan asibitin ga da zai samu sauki da saukin kuma kuɗi ba wani caji insha Allah da samu sauki.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Maxwell Aziz Mensah. I'm the founder and senior doctor of Lion Age Clinic Ghana. Our mission is to provide you with exceptional herbal medicine treatment and holistic healthcare to all our patients. With our team of dedicated staff and innovative treatment, we are here to support you to becoming a healthier you. Thank you for trusting Lion Age Clinic Ghana. Lion Age Clinic Ghana, your #1 healthcare expert.
Welcome to AutoCheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to Accra.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check. Visit AutoChecks at Koforidua Aquadum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. AutoChecks, check.
AutoChecks, your safety, our priority.
Check, AutoChecks.
Roger Emmanuel Nena Pam for us, so Modia Good Munsem at the Bray 34 minutes after 7. Yatana saying, Koma Hodrono, ya baby dear, if you do my run, some baby nice, ya buttrick and some call to say, and Professor from Paul Boatis, you'll be to me in MPP move because of my 1 more years I did in the crown. 1 by 2 no party num. 80 so no ya penny, no party num, no credit break crown puna. I say, what to make a party no one sem, and no sense some. And fin sama hodo bebre wa ha ye betwetwen ho enkomo ha ebrebe mu a ye be ko telephone no so na ye ne mpanyifo ahodo no enso atumi akọ enkomo MTN e di isi ma ba sesi a no be kwa gina line mu se kwa akoto eye sim no ye twa sa ade num nti MTN ofo no support eSIM koneko pebi if you've been wanting to switch to eSIM, you know the digital SIM that's built into your phone, so you don't need a little plastic card. Now it's your time. Call Nekope MTN. The MTN are flipping the script and you can literally set up your eSIM yourself right from your couch. No queues, no waiting, no ticket. You just open my MTN app and download that. open my MTN app and I follow steps no and boom, you are live. It's the ultimate life hack. So grab your phone, download the MTN app. Na so when you download it, be a next skip queue no and next I hope so you MTN eSIM available. Phones be bring now buy support to eSIM. MTN and a bar or babebo on Conco store near the download the MTN app no. My MTN app. Or download do to me. Abwa na fe so what to me anya eSIM ni bia ma bibia atumi akonkan we oba obu nsa na obre wa ya se real time and right here babobobo so de ntumi ma na wa ya se real and dane painful cramps obi wo wa ne de nso ba bebre obi so wo wa oba o se na tenka te komesre okope Kunlu Ghana Limited for draw om de aba e frɛ no Araba Bazen pills o de okɔ pharmacy na ebe ono na ore fidi na o de ka se Araba Kunlu Ghana Limited form na de Mr. Kill eye mema duru na mema gia tum no wo mo anso na de ma duru aba efe no Araba Bazen pills FDA de stamp team so say ubu nsa na obra konumbie betuma aboa ebo ama wabu nsa bokɔ no na esa aboa ama wasiesie as oba watenka no ebeba kama bibia be kama pa pharmacy be ben obi obenye bi kasofo yebekɔ Jukat pharmacy ana se Pharmatrust pharmacy ni nyina wo kaswa na owo malam ne mpotema Komalam Junction Unicom Chemist ewo ho adabraka for ne ene mo amoteben adabraka mbeko Sons Chemicals Ekus Pharmacy ewo Ashaiman ena Okansi Drug Lane so abuso no betimi akọ eye Kunlu Ghana Limited for wonomo aso ye kese ewo East Legon Champion Junction no kɔ ha ehon so obetumi enya bi atu akọ akoton ene ne ekeke ka ho obetumi afrɛ yen na no pe ya na nkyeremu bi e chen ne Piesie di man onso wakwa je odie ama wati ase yie 0244139176 0244139176 afei maminko men twansuo no na menko studio bi na menkoma eye NK Obrempon Akwaba NK Akwaba
ogu ya sentena sibio
ensemble de do so but be try say betumi aka eye amanyo sem amanfo bibiri na ne wo monte ase ne ye betumi aboye homodin na ya papa mu na ya tumi aye ne ye betumi aye se na be ya wo no mo bete nsem na se nro court etna ase kwanda issue no ye be start edi e free ho Innocent Okechukwu nso atena se
aya na the man of integrity aka ho the incorruptible na wo wishi ma fisha pampo
bronye frame
me be tell me say juma kwa ma fra okura
yeah haya kwa ho
leader. Yes, I told you now. I'm telling you, chameleon. No, I told you now why you said you told me. Another why you come up. Another why you come up. Honorable that consent. But Miss Diana, we MP on Nimau.
Hey, free ho.
Who's you?
Debbie.
Until I was east.
Until order. Okay, I'm sorry. But it doesn't mean say want to me MP. You be when if you nipa in the fin kan.
And they are no correct.
Nipa in the fin kan. Who say MP be no the clause we ba say if you are not a guy, don't contest a position along the coaster. But
no, you can be an Ashanti,
yes,
or a Bono, or a Voltairean, or a Nordna. So what's Nasa area for 4 years and Quadia? We are liable,
but we can't rule it out. Say ethnicity is a variable in an English.
Oh yeah, but
the variable.
No, I won't say. So what are 4 years? Nasa will impact. People feel your impact or what?
Yes.
They can give it to you, especially when you can speak the Ghana language.
Yes. But how many of them? Costa no. Mostly, if you want to get advantage over your opponent, feed in a guy candidate. I'm telling you, and then this is succeeded in English among from Botiano. Who say, Omudi Akwa Kokoye, Amfa. Feed a guy candidate. On all this life from Brim. Sylvester Tete, not your PNP General Secretary. And this is feeded a guy candidate. And ordinary sheho. So sometimes, when you understand the dynamics of every area, they help you in terms of election.
Yeah.
Now, a young cock pandai hon.
Okay.
Now, pandai hon, they see what court and say it has been unjen. Say, you'll be in the statement of.
The Supreme Court affixed January 28. Say, Oberu on the certiorari application challenging the annulment of the 2024 Pandai parliamentary results, in order for a rerun. Certiorari NHS says, a court of Ketwa, to me. Emma ruling and I say Oma ruling na se court to kese bi free say error bi wo ma na se court to kese no Emma order say fankrata ne adansi dia wudidi asem no wudi kopem ebia point A and point B no fabra na yenhwem no ene efre no seturara enti se Supreme Court actually say yemfa saa enkrata asem ne saa ne ma nti na mde akwa 28 January no 28 January dey say enche
next week Wednesday
next week nti no say ba
and the date say ene 14th
ene 14th say ba
and next week
next 2 weeks
I think say
next 2 weeks ana if I when we wish me happy anniversary ene 2 years pepe me worry me and say 2 years pepe ya no I have been in marriage for 2 good years am pna kwa me
oh medumu mic ne saa medumu mic ne saa
to be married for 2 years you been married 2 months no married divorce
oh and
yes I my baso
what can
and I love my wife
no
Piesie
okay what can some ne ba ko o se me ma wa baso twen na me ma wa baso
okay
no unim say me nipa ahoya any mapa okay congratulations
okay thank you and I want to express my love to my wife.
Okay.
She's called Charity.
Okay.
Say our union has been perfect.
Oh, okay.
It's a blessing to me.
Okay.
Me dana se pa.
Blessing there or a blessing to you.
You are reshaping me
because yeah.
You are reshaping me. Ntawale you. Enye na abronya koka say to banda with here.
Assembly system
one so I can say skata wa money di.
But system can so koye interview. And I say, "Oh me ma bobro." Assembly shino
shino bet
so 50 years.
Obiani
no but you see our choice you will be okay.
But in our settings, in our cultural context, if you are 50 years, sometimes you say before the yes, is a barometer for measuring your character.
Yeah.
And the way you act, your demeanor, marriage can determine because marriage is full of controversies.
Yeah,
if you're able to handle your marriage well, it means that maybe you can handle a nation or handle an organization.
Even say me nim Quran mo near Quran kafa aware ho but me nim Bible they say bema wenimunyam ene oba ene oba nso wenimunyam ne utrinwi
yes
so what I say ntina o ka say oba beja ne na ene neja ho na akwa akofam ne ho kan ne ho no ma ba be ba ko nti I think say eye but obi et one or say on the on warrior eye any choice let nobody criticize that person eye choice upe banku mimi pe fufuo me kan chem say adentina wudi fufuo me to meduane ne ho di wudi na me ndi me dey so what I say so let's get it right. Back to Pandai. It is a CR 2028 and yeah say final ruling say a final ruling
yes
but the development
what is the expectation? The final ruling will determine whether they will rerun or not.
Okay, so yes
or the issue some people are raising is that or say the plaintiff being NDC you sent a matter to court say about 41 polling stations there are some discrepancies. So won't you say? And I did say 41 police there was many fraud.
Okay.
What does it?
So we will come there and no after the court Roxanne Nelson Dafiamekpo, honorable member of parliament for South Dine.
Yes, South Dine. Yes, or South Dine. South Dine.
Yeah. Honorable Roxanne Nelson Dafiamekpo, one majority chief whip, or a lawyer ni, or reacting to sa seminar. My inquity no na yembra yaba na menje o perspective. Send you see who your expectation. Na menko obremponso na menko ono so ne de. Enti honorable Roxanne Nelson Dafiamekpo who reacted to the court ruling Enra.
The court just heard arguments in the certiorari application brought against the decision that was delivered by the High Court Commercial Division in Tamale regarding the order directing the Electoral Commission to order for a rerun in the Mandai parliamentary elections. The matter has been adjourned to, I believe, Wednesday, 28th of January for a decision. Now, we believe in the wisdom of the Supreme Court, so we know that justice will be done. you must look at conduct of the parties in the matter. This is a case that the applicant or the respondent in this matter, the second interested party, the applicant in the petition case in Tamale, didn't sleep on his rights. When the Electoral Commission was refusing to issue Gazette notifications after 2 weeks, when the elections were held on the 7th, and by the 23rd, time was running, so we went to court. Nobody can blame somebody who goes to seek a judicial remedy. So where public documents are made available in court and they are brought to your attention, you have a duty under law to observe the terms of those public documents. Today they say that they are online publications, but they were not online publications. Those were the same documents they brought to Parliament. In fact, on the 6th of January, that was the document that the clerk relied on to swear me, Ete Dapomakpo, in as a member of Parliament in the 9th Parliament. As a result of which, we proceeded to elect the Speaker of Parliament. So that was the document that gave rights to every party who was aggrieved in the matter. But we know that the courts will do equity, will do justice in the matter. So we'll return on the 28th to hear the decision of the court. And so until then, we want to urge everyone to stay calm. Our people in Bandai should keep working. As for us, we keep working. They should keep working for victory.
Okay, so this is Honorable Roxanne Nelson Dafiamekwa, who is Majority Chief Whip. Or yes, lawyer Nimni Kasiepa, and I will say, Wakasa, Chirimu, Nintia, or Moko Court near Denny, or more expected. Mamenko Obrimpon first. Obrimpon. To say 28, then I will expect it.
Dear Misha Niman said ye court Tamale High Court. Say, you know. Say, what much shame necessary, tia baby assembly will be hano. Kwaku, Sabri, Afabe Nebetia say, MPP and NDC the Betia say. Yadia to say, resource need be a buy, you know. Polling stations 41 are Daniel Wakbai, a parliamentary candidate, and an incumbent, the NDC Amanyokono 2024 are not Tiako Nyaso. And send year to Abanona a year Matthew Nindam from the MPP side, you be declared this way, you know. What the Abase, near me won't be entry ye, polling center, and a baby crow moko yo moko declare, resource say, Matthew Nindam, you know. And your baby are certified, and I say, when I was on my yeno. Yan one me of the bankers said the mentia in the first place, the entire MPP for I say same way more. And by this time on the 30th or 31st of December last year, Yato Saba we Electoral Commission of Ghana and Eco organize a abatuano, Ejikwaku, mene wako, Ejina ringimu, wabome. Mese Debbie. Sesia de we si fa kono ntokwa ya kwen me husu ye ne man koyi me pese ye nsanko bio wabo me ye wose menko ani na wo fa kwan boni bi so na ade bo mi o ani na wo fa kwan boni bi so ade ye wo de ane ye de benkum na agie sa konwa na e wo kwandai no MPP for say o makoma mu fan o mutiri mu fan the people of Pandai voted for them say Matthew Nyindam wamra me yemra se bedwani a they should go back there. Na bano, womuntu no foforo, said the court ahye no. Kwaku, say ye sase ye bebu court enimtia wo man Ghana mo man asa. Because court ni ye ni da so, court ni ye bambo. Enu nti na obi di asem diu, obi ji wo japade, obi ye wade boni bia wo kuma anyo so a. Obekọ court. Na court ahye, wo evidence kita wo ehọ ye nye eyi ne ye kwago ye, wo evidence. Ni chere sampa ade we wudi nkunim ana wudi ncho na wo da kodan court se court but modern hwehwe sa me nema yimu mame na de court so na anyame de anu bi na akoso yi the Electoral Commission of Ghana oman no fa hoka akopanda ya kwhwehwe foforo yemisa se de nti na MPP fo twemu tan se wo mu nko biu the people of Pandaya o moto aba na o mafiri ho ade na esi wo Pandaya o musuro so media me hwere him on the 28th court ruling na eba no kwaku emra say the Tamale High Court ne kan say yenko to aba no biu e wo Pandai no ente saa biu pepepe ni yen se date no na Pandai emu na ho fan we enye general election eye Pandai pe and ye rerun. It is security agencies in the bewo on bewo grounds. Obi ntimi kofa ballot box. Obi ntimi movie baby ye be declare abano kran fen ko baby for fraud. Enti ye kan baako mienu miensa ye wi a won na wari a won na wari. Won wadi first a won wadi first. Said ye be ye na akoma better form because said ye wo se see you know. Martin Yindam enya de okomra se bedwam biu. Yes.
Say assembly share ne dey sa na.
Now owo fie. One Daniel Wakpai nyina etifie. Enti se si court ni declare say Martin Yindam enko. Na won hwe say even a one police station. Ana Daniel Wakpai etibi de court na court hwehwem no hu sampa. Eniema bi a enye ewomu. There are some of the police stations. The last time Rashid Tanko computer deputy IT and elections director Dema NDC. Okay, so I say there are some of the police stations are kwa nipa 702 about by a year ni enya 1250. Ewo police station ho. Baby wa nipa 800. Ye year ni enya 1300 ana ato about ho. And you fa registered that way nipa 800. Enti 1000 nipa 400 na abro so no. Wo mu free fa no mbeto waba no. Eji say ya hwe sanema we ni yansiesie no. Na fe ya ma pepepe your transparency amemu going forward no kwan be so ne be fa ye de be organize ye elections a ye koto abade yi mpanifo. So niema we enya hwesode e set as precedence efema ya bato ayeto. Na ye nyintum se ye kase ye koyi kandifo a eye temamufo na wo ho no to me ni ani da so gidie bi o mbenya wo sa kanifo na omokoto abanem no na enye kwan a wo fa so a wo de tax e be fa ballot box kwan a wo fa so a wo de percent to kwasi because who pay to me na wo de ayade. So kwaku on the 28th ruling on me and Jobrempon frankly me share him and it's at 28 no court be san dia ba say these parties MPP ni NDC e be ko on the grounds e wo pandai. Okay. Na yisi organize election for.
Okay. Okay. I understand. That is what because say now
you only want to kase me
no, but there were 41 polling stations that issue about one.
Yeah.
Okay, there could be a rerun.
Yeah, but why not? That's why MPP they are disputing the ruling. They are not comfortable with it because say me we are there. Also 10 items the now what judge me say who show me when say me we are about 15.
Now judge because electoral commission
apart from 41 police stations not Daniel Wakpai de koye no. MPP for so far police stations ni be free Daniel Wakpai supposedly stronghold and the by say almost discrepancies
but let me tell you something.
What did they make a choice?
This election is much to do about nothing. It will not change anything in Parliament. That's why I'm not interested in the outcome. Whether Martin Dam will become a MP or Daniel, no, I don't care. What I want is peace. But we see what by-election. You have to rethink about it. Even this, I was expecting this Constitutional Review Committee. Say in case of any by-election, either party be they be president candidate. Now you avoid this because more bona they are doing. But I blame NDC candidate. This wind of change they blew a crap NDC to me winning Dominic and I went to me winning. You should ask yourself a question. Say NDC candidate, was he popular on the ground? Could it be said
he was the incumbent?
Come on to skate and blouse.
On your incumbent.
On your incumbent. Daniel installer. Now what now? Now this wind of change they blew a pa Dominic and quite tough form. I block my mouth at top form. Now I hope and I. Consult in this winning sir. Me there you see a plain now. Matwindam ye popular in Sala.
On what grounds?
Oh, character wise. I say ask yourself. Say there's no free and fair election in the world. Then cry machination home. Now what now? No bio Matunda or no from let me tell you, I'm saying that NDC
2024
yes, let me tell you something.
And I'm sure say na Wakpai na net so.
Yeah, 2024 win here. He came to defeat him.
Etino Matunyindam from opposition.
Yes,
opposition with power
in that constituency.
Opposition with power.
No, but opposition in the constitution.
They use government machinery. And the operation.
Oh, master government machinery.
No.
Now, okay, the government machinery bank.
Oh no.
My Cocoa Union when you use my government machinery.
No, but you see, Sanka Wapai Ewinia and difference no. Same funny says Sanka BBNC and Anka Wapai Ewinia and the difference the best light.
And I make a tell say,
but don't make
what is the character disposition of Wapai? Now, the mind is saying, you know, and if you are going to be to skate and blouse, Wapai and the Subai is saying. Okrah research my and say, our problem within the constituency
with party executives.
Master generally, our problem or
problem.
You see, you can't play now. Say remove incumbents advantage to end this year. But why be lose it to Martin Dam?
Is that how you see it?
Oh, me see if the goats they say remove incumbents advantage to NDC. Why be lose it?
No, but say
when you say record now, no government in power have lost by election.
Yeah.
Yeah. No government have done that before. And I want to say that place is swing.
MPP lose
Asin because of President Nesi, you are more tormented guy and now they are there. And this is not
it we say no. John Mahama performance under 1 year now.
Yes.
The impact on Pandaya to saying Sabre Ubako budget no. Maybe or kwan bi or start yi. So the people who say why don't you join a winning team? And you know say by election say ya nipa ni nyina enter man. So NDC ebe shipping and Crawford say muntunu bu. So they will go.
I don't say
to abanene. Me I believe say Wapai be winning.
I don't say the same thought with
support in them me one
that is no that is fine. But
that's fine. Yes.
Me one
right.
So I can say Nyindam ye popular e wo Pandai constituency or esene Daniel Wakpaya. It's never true because 2016
no, it can be true
maybe 2016 Nyindam e wini ye which na
2016 no wini
2016 and what they do 2020
yes
oh what I say and then Daniel Wakpaya Ebegji akonwa free say wo bra na MPP wo power.
Okay. Yes. So it means say na no ho afono amanfo no.
What you say
enti wo use that machine so still amfa.
Oh that be bet na make an say NDC wo share margin of victory of almost 3,000 votes. Now we present case to 41 police station. Now judge Nesia apart from that 41 police station there are also fraudulent activity
because MPP
you are nullifying the whole result. Why not stick to the 41 polian station? I'm expecting Supreme Court say be release say 41 police station e better. Yeah, query and wo Mantindam be wini.
Oh, I need to say you
only at the 41 your friends the polling stations no
stronghold. That's why people are saying that there's some who say NMP before say underhand dealing women there because obi the 41 police station ako say seeking for redress. Now also you are going beyond that 41 police stations
because MPP wants to the big coin. I was a court no. Don't forget to say
28
your friend say
28 nebetre.
Yes,
but I'm not perturbed about the outcome because it will not change whether NDC will be minority or MPP will be doing as it will not change anything.
Okay, so according to the Deputy Secretary of the New Patriotic Party (NPP), your friend Haruna Mohammed,
yes,
or say or your confidence said there will be no rerun of the Pandai parliamentary election as the Supreme Court prepares to deliver its ruling on the matter. So
yeah, that would be a bad precedent.
Why don't have bad
because
why do you have appellate court? Ask yourself why do you have appellate court?
That would be a bad precedent. So I want to be MP the people of Pandai.
Or say they will nullify the High Court.
Okay, so Okasa your friend said the post so I will join news now or this assembly too. Or say in fact there is no postponement of sitting. There is an adjournment of sitting for a ruling to be made on the 28th based on the arguments of the lawyers for the various respondents and applicants in this particular matter. Sana Omakutino. Wasan Akabi say we have set our case and we do not and we do know that the MPP always stays faithful to the law and we are not going to make a lot of noise out there. Or any argument.
Me say we pay back time. Usha dia on the Yachiquest and then this is
no, and it's a Yashefri was a Yama Yachiro mine. I don't know why that be made also Yama. I don't know this in it. I can't say it. I can't say I know the Bonian this. Bonian this.
And this so utifie na wo hwe and as we tie yen e Power 97.9 FM so Pandai no based on nemo follow about rulings the back and forth ekoko koso na saying na wadwen se ye fa wadwen kire bra Power 979 FM o Facebook ye WhatsApp no nyanye ready nti call TVXYZ Facebook page no so uko Facebook ahwe TVXYZ se wutie ya na fa wadwen kire ne bra ye be kenkan ni nyina dia
ma kire wade bi ye ko 2016 parliamentary election results e baso e wo Pandai.
Okay,
that time na Akufo-Addo ba no wanom kalipo a na Ghana fo ani abere se on beti ade de ne yenhwa de ne yenhwa de.
Okay, enko
Matthew Nyindam of the MPP and ogina onya 19,037 votes.
Okay,
I no representing 50.17%.
Yenko enim
Ana that time na Likpo Kwejo Tewia of the NDC onya 18,271.
That's a vote. That's a vote difference in 2,000.
That be 2,000 question. Yeah, between massa between 100 kwa vote doso. Na ka na dey emfa. Na between be aja say and then doso.
Yankwa 2020 parliamentary results by e wo Pandai. Eno no e de your friend is saying Daniel Wakpai 2020 eba amra se bedwam ye hwe ho so na afei me ba be kire odi ntia Daniel Wakpai onti ne ho ase se waluso enti ye hwe the year 2020 parliamentary results ewo Pandai Daniel Wakpai of the NDC enya 25,941 no man 52.08%. Ana Nyinda Matthew of the MPP wono saa time ono no ye incumbent edema MPP ano ti akonya sesem na sebedwani enya 2,000
difference
699 representing 47.58%.
Na election e
na party
formula na constant.
No,
the campaign we need election now this record which statistics do.
One after the other.
Election what happened yesterday will not repeat itself today.
Because in election bia on a dynamic.
Yeah, what you say? Na Nyindama when we need 2020 no nche say we need 2024.
Okay.
What you say?
Especially as the
because we have the constituency have access to you. The constituency has access to you. What you can do, what you didn't do right. No me 20 hour also won't say.
Okay, it's yanko 2024.
Enti your friend say o kan say ya na ye hwe your friend say Matthew Nyindama. What happened in 2020?
In 2020.
Constituency then omo hunu ye nti omo change your friend say.
So mo we bia omo we di asem dey by then what ball di asem dey by.
Okay, so guys yanyan intem
yanko ye wasu.
Yes.
Yanko ye wasu is na Pandai dey. Ya wasu east. Ayawasu East, there's a upcoming by-election there. Eden Okrah, it has not been announced, but
okay,
do Ayawasu East.
Okay, so unim say meba mami anya abotre nkomo na yedi. Omoko primaries no. When was the year? Was it 2019? Was it 2023?
2023 no Omoko primaries.
2023 na candidates ne hwan? Macnaza na hwan? Baba Jama
ana MC Azindo. Dr. Azindo.
Now,
but Ayawasu.
Ena Macnaza ewini ye.
Yes.
Ena Baba Jama tosu 2.
Yes.
Ena Dr. Azindo tosu 3.
Yes.
Many figures no. But mate say amount for say on pese anka Azindo mra.
Azindo waimbra. Baby am ko research endra no. Azindo. Onka honkura. Nka nimbe se ebe minaya. Azindo. Onka honkura.
Musa Dankwa na yedwuma.
Enya Musa Dankwa. Me nkwa amfa ni mai wa ya. I drove to that place yesterday. Omo 112 polling station. Ana wo hwe a ansha omo di Macnaza yere no beba. The war ye popular wo constituency
no. Na so ndi kuna nwie yo.
And the
Ekramofo also mama different.
Kwame Nkrumah na wo prison omo to abama no wo Jamestown wa high no be DMP. Wanye campaign. Omo so mo de ni bag gidigidi.
wo free say Mamino be
Amin Adams owo fomo Masa ubi san police station 112 no out of 9 branches no me pa say 7 ne support Mamino
9 branches
9 like who say 9 executive never branch now we are interview say Mamina na eko say no Mamina no Amin Adams no vote e won
na Baba Jama any chance because Baba Jama we ambassador Nigeria high commissioner I think say omonfa Mazindo mami we dey
Azindo Azindo Mamina wa brand kunu for almost 10 years o yare o hwe no ye mfa Mazindo
kwaku
Piesie ada Azindo ya wadanfo
asemu a
minim numpo no but me I'm making my argument based on the fact that Baba Jama already has a position.
Yes,
why high commissioner
Nigeria
high commissioner they say esun post ni so change say obeba parliament
and okay kasa meeting o what dey kasa
Nature me free say yemfa ma Azindo na make no.
Say then.
Oh.
Say then.
Mami kama se me.
Azindo kura e ko election ko ori won no ori we te kaka ho. Last promise no ori.
Okay. No. Sesi ano yemfa ni say Baba Jama is out of the equation.
Oh, you can't rule him out.
Why?
Oh, me endo no.
Obeja ni high commissioner na be die.
Na no nya hu decision obe take Jama Baba Jama. It's not your decision. You are too Baba Jama na to so mienu. Prime Minister no.
But you know you high commissioner
as tie. Na ono no okuta ni decision Baba Jama say obeba Ayewa so East. No wa be som ne constituency akwaku. You can rule him out. Ono commissioner
Baba Jama
high commissioner in Nigeria or Ghana and them. Was say one pen no obeba be som say na say. I don't know. Na high commissioner nya post ki 12 Nigeria a population of over 200 a population of over 200 million. Yes,
who now represent Ghana. It what is a president too.
Are you deciding for Baba Jama?
I'm not deciding, but I'm just saying
don't you know for the position current position no e kasa na gen hwem say obetimi aye adwuma no ana na impact when ya Baba Jama aye MP pen e wo akwati onko akwati odi awie ma menka
meba Baba Jama ABC nia okobon ponsem eti anye se bia metano but I feel say Yama high commissioner there's no need coming back to parliament.
Kabio baby I won na enye beje ya wo ma wo kasa ye we Azindo na won na enye what the MP da
honorable da constituency woni constituency ntin komra se bedwam da wono no wakomra se bedwam pen anu wonim dienti a Baba Jama pese onsan bra Ayewa so East no mra mesom entitie
Baba what is motivating Baba Jama can only be greed.
Muna mo be choose constituency dia mo baby obi
no mini say ote say honote
onti ho Baba Jama ntini ma
anoti
onti ni ma Baba Jama ntini ma onti ho mi say ndo am ko research wo ho no ni ho Baba Jama ni ho Baba Jama ni ho
kwaku
wajaze Baba Jama ni ho but mami no kasa onko constituency branch executive no mo so mo di mami na ba
executives no
almost so mo di mami na ba Amin Adams
obi wa esi ni kunu ko dia
and this your mind Charles Doku mami na ba adu na ebi Amin Adams so say ndai ochina
kwaku
research executive almost so mo di mami na ba
se kwaku ye sa de we ye koso ya now e ma no mo ware MPs no be hase awo
mo sorry nko madu mo mic mo sorry nko obren papa say bena
ba Baba Jama na Azindo do mpack am we on the post
but there be the equation no Baba Jama nka ho because we high commissioner and ma me no so odi kuna enti mo fa ma Azindo simple and tetia dabi wonka hwe madumo mic wonka hwe
1 second I'm sorry Ayewa see is 40 me anopa we ya omo John Mama first term ano me hu ni second term Baba Jama DMP wakoti afi omo fa Ayewa see is man
na wa pepe we da kwa we wo kwai kwen off Baba Jama mbrai omo betu etia ne bia
me da say Okay, Chiku innocent. I say Freddy the supreme leader. I don't know say Canada fe AK Obrempo, but me mom dem free say Baba Jama di high commissioner. One room no ndi high commissioner. Baba Jama we old student of Boas, me old student of Boas, but we the high commissioner. Ma me no so room na ndi ni kuna. Mom fa zindomra. Simple and tetia. Let's talk educational consult. That's when catch us and Colano ABA school. Eti open school papa de obana kwa adaroma. Na odenaba. Let's talk educational consult. Agent kola from 6 months to 6 years. And then say, oh yeah, we jumawa busy. And Colano etumiko school 12 months in no vacation. Na tembia school fees no so border from kama ye behwe obano ne man kola ndi agro kra no ebie wono madwemo obano wo bote faneko obey active obeba daddy obebisa questions. Daddy, what is this? Daddy, what is that? Mommy, what is this? Mommy, what is that? No. Let's talk educational consult. Chair entrepreneurship, public speaking, technology and art. Na yankwe nimsa. Let's talk educational consult. Building the future through children. Teshinungwa Estate, Mango Street. And I want to say Lashibi, Spintes, Anase, Sakomono, Nungwa, or baby to say Lekma, East Airport, Osu, Labone, Cantonment for Obanebra. A school papa. You suit Montessori curriculum. And I did try the friend paying for Let's Talk Educational Consult. That was 0249 069 821 0249 069 821 0249 069 821. What friend paying for Abejoso? Ama Bibia Konkai. And so Eddie amount. Medimosis for Eddie Drubia by a friend and Lifkid. Lifkid a Drew Papa. Nanti America say Drew Papa ne say what the 20 years Ulivano and no yam Adriane a woodie. Na enuani nura hodo ese komojanum atumi akọ kama te se na enti se liver no ebra aya enuani ni ntumi digest ye nti unyini no ene honamani no enkoso from obi nso wo hwa ni liver no wo issues e wo ho doctor si o issues kakra wo ho unya lift kedi bi na no ma ebe refresh liver no na afi a start ayem no eti edro na edu papa FDA the stamp a team soon to Koneko Pebi. More mota didi anadwo no. Lift kid no eyema mo pa. Because anopa no mienu enwumere obeda na wanu mienu. Onom obanum to aba ko ewie no. Wa obehu say yes. Uredie mu no nsachira ye bia bem. Udi aduane a be digesting tem na ho ato aduane ni nyina obo onye se wo fe ni sa na ma no. Lift kid Medimosis for ne dia baka hunu say for 32 years in I started ye nuro esa man for yade nti hunu say ya standing the test of time eti Medimosis pharmacy be ben bia udru ha wobenya edroi bi atofre doctor sesia na nchire mo a che me de bia hospital wanya some liver issues for doctor or no ebetwetwen komo ana opedodo atu a 0244068447 0244 068447 0244 068447 wofre womo betumi agye so sabrebra so say yakona yene yakodi apomodin ho enkomo ewo true wet 30 minutes after 8 ewo I say true wet for ayakrado a yene omo eko akwa twetwe nkomo de afa yapomodin ho obi wo ho se ni ntini mo twetwe no obi wo ho se ase ni nsam nyinyam obi wo ho a ni ndompemu yane ade ye wo nduru ahodo a ye de free India aba menu aba ma na ayakrado a wono ebetumi aboa na yakwa twetwe sa enkomo no na watumi akire yemu sene ensem no emu enso esitie ni edro no bebi a obetumi enye bi atoye de contact be mount hododo enkomo we ehia ebia na odi ewom yenko yanim yekọ true wet yekọ akwotwetwe enkomo abasisia.
And then Suyamfa and Chastronko Infri True Word Pharmaceutical Company Limited, Emma Yashafoni Yeti for Montri Yenamuti and Sabri. Mama, and then da Edikanya Woti and Ka Yakase True Word Pharmaceutical Company Limited. A Indian company Kasia Yaswe Ewo India. Na yenu ni ibi we ase afananyina. Nyamin chadum ibi abedru Ghana ama Food and Drugs Authority FDA for ye nhwehwemu e de afaye no ni nyina ho agya tumusi ye no eye papa e bo adwumenti no Ghana for enfansa wo mo ho yare True Word Pharmacy ye no eye India hahama ene yakeka bom e de aye ahamandru a eni sunsanso boni bia na bibia ya na yetaka chemu se yenko a True Word Pharmacy nko a ena yemfa edu baako ense yare mienu ye no baako bia esa yare baako na abibia ye hyase na ye no e kasase ya aya na ye no edikan edi enkomo efa ye ni ehu ye do a ye frɛ ni True Word Vision Capsules True Word vision capsules eye ani ho adwuma na me pacho adekonti abibia eye na yedi kan animudi nkomo efri ani no ho no nipadua na akwa ye nka ne Nyankopɔn de ma ye eye yani kosua enti abibia wani no ho tochima ewo se uma eho asem ehia wo enyesa na otena se twen emu wani no Ifiri Okrah obeba be ye burden ewo family no mu anaso be ye burden out society no so enti na abibia aya na ye bom kokko na ye mu di nkomo efa True World Vision capsules a eye ani ho adwuma no me pa acho uyobi a wako hospital na doctor aka acho se wanya glaucoma anaso pressure be wani kosua na so a pressure be wani no so a ekosei entini kase a ekoneti wani di ba wadwemu a boni frɛ optic nerve no ehun tochima emase na ewusi hu ade no ahoɔden ne ba fam enkakran na se wontu anamo a eba bi dum pempensuo bi wani ne eba bi fra kra untimi hu ade bi emane nyeyi entena se ntwen emu wani emfra aba True World Vision capsules ewo honom me pacho uyobi a wani no esota ye ohene opisa aye kokko eprunusu ohwa ade a ayese wani su yo wisi na ntentan bi aba wani no so na afi obi wo ho a se ade ben na wo hwa wo hunu obi nso de ade no wo akiri a wo hwa wo hunu obi mpo de ade sa wo hwa ade wo hunu kra ne broni eka ne night blindness no uyobi a sa ohawo nyina wo famu a entena se ntwen ema wani emfra bomodi a na hwehwe True World Vision capsules echi akwan na obi a ete esi wani no so broni frɛ cataract ete ne esi yani kosua no so a ebo yenka yenti efifi ketekete na aya na esi yani kosua lens no so lens nso ene domboa ema ye hunu ade enti se ete ne kata wani kosua lens no so a automatically wontimi hunu ade biem ema ne nyeyi stage bia ete ne fifi wani so akokoduru sempo suru so be kwakoye surgery anase operation a hwehwe True World Vision capsules echi akwan na ebe kokona ne ete no na enane ete no so a enya ade a ebe fifi biem me pacho bedi a yeto adu wo my Ghana mu die ubi se True World Vision capsules a ubenya aduro ni bi aya na odi True World na so esense eni aduro no edo so odwaman so ntimo a mo hwe ye TV no so no ubo se ye de aduro na to TV screen no so ubetimi de mobile phone screenshot ana so ubetimi de atwa ana so ubetimi atwe aduro ni din enye san so a fa yin contact number eda o screen no so no udu bedi a yeto aduro no na uwe fi aduro ni din ana se ye se aduro no mpo ebi ni ho a ode bomodia na frɛ ye na Ghana toko bi a wo hyemu no ye bema onsa kan do ni bi se wo maame bi wo papa bi wo yiri wo kunu ana se wo ba ebi na wo complain nani a entena se ntwen emma nani emfra bomodia na hwehwe True World Vision capsules mano na ene True World Vision capsules nti wo mo ayema wo mo spectacles nyina ayi ato honum me pa cho ma me fa number ne ma ansa na yakoyanim eye 0558 724 302 0558 724 302 and 059 558 2628 059 558 2628 afema me no enkasa mfa yedura ye frɛ ne azaka na eyema sabi prediasa wo yare diabetes anase esichi yare me pato diabetes eyade a ekum Ghana for pa yi na uyi obi a diabetes edu nya anase wako hospital na doctor ka tell say when diabetes say type 1 type 2 aya na so ate wafon ekuru beto ho a ubeni ekuru na enwu anase ade tinwa ubebre ansa na ekuru na etimi ewu udidi ana kakra bi ekomsando kakra bi na insukom do diabetes inso ne de yenyina yenim me pa acho adura ebebo na Ghana fo nyina edi ho adanse eye India fo do a ye frɛ ne azaka ebo adwuma me pa acho esanye bre ni ntino ebi ana yentumi emo yare so na uyi obi a yare mojabro so anase BP ewo so ko hospital bi a ye complain ye wo wadu ewo honom bema wonya prostate yare ye wo prostate leaf ewo ho ena sabi bema waye mrewo keteso ye wo me 40s me papa no ma sabi mpredi asamaye mrewo keteso no modu tatahwe me 40s no ewo honom a ebedi abo wo emma sabi insufi bi egum na nkabone wom momensis ne emma yeye wo lady 40 wo ho a esisi yinuanom emma makacho se enono doso se ye boy yare so anase entimi amo yare so wo my Ghana die leading pharmacy herbal shops and drug stores a ubewa mu no ubenye yedru ni bi ato fa ye number no na oni ye eni nkomo eye 0558 724 302 0558 724 302 and 059 558 2628 059 558 2628 ye beda yahwefo ne yetiefo nyina ase ne yadaga na man so ase se munya adaje ene bre etie
What's that? Some papa biabo? Mama na papa. Brother, sister, atina mafufi acha dodo. Mama wodan ka okra reboso na we maju. Onu ti na major real estate fu say. Wo bre na so de wala be ye fiera. Wala kasa Sudan. Uncle, me se so sika ko banko fi bi mo nji zo. Na san ko wasa so de ke yedwuma wasara bo aka ho. The meet bra major real estate. Na nyem be din komo. Fasika ka krebu botase. Yes spreading kind mo 1 year na tiaka. Insase ni na so wo krom. Wasanso ya lofole. Major fofofo. Awe wurade umpe we na upedi.
Obo Amasaman, Shy Hills, Queen City, Obom Newtown, Port Jurassic, Obom Mango City, Dentra, Obom Ashtown, and Asuka Kope.
It's a thing no litigation free. No longer fully registered. Say your full payment. Get your 5 bags of cement and 200 pieces of blocks free. Only to free one from a 2 free. Estate Limited. Mama Fiera.
Yefema na kwa me taxi driver na enkane na misisi eso misisi ama kame na to na twetwe binya 3p garlic misa no aboa me pa
edunu asa miracle bi wadro no sese mafunu kra se di sia twini ankasa me humi esi so sese me humi ana esi so obeka se di bibi hye me so bi no ni na ye normal ni bi fi na ti no ti pa me sa 3 days ni edunu ankasa de nyankopon de ayi bi ahodi che ma yi bi nya sam ketwa ana se we de me fro aka so na me fa hye me nkwa me
me de abe pa 3 years ni ana ase me gina wa me na mu sisinya se me kwa me de ameko bi amu so much me dru abe 6 years ni o tema sisi am ye ma di se ene me jana ta ya le ne nku preko ene 4 days ana me koto 3 garlic mixture ni tema me kase nku pe no yam se ene ya me no kase me wa to me a me din wa me ntiase
3p garlic mixture ubenya bi wo mamu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops Fred Piwak e wo 02489288824 and 020100002.
Going to the library. Going to the library. Okay.
I'm going for my graduation. Go well.
Education changes stories, and being part of these stories is the real passion for us. MTN.
And this one, Nipo Domi Miss Range Ramao. Oh, time I Miss Renti Asiamao. You call for a short commercial break here, about 24 minutes after 8. You better not say, ne, na ya train come over. Let's do the high heat. Okay, Chuku. Okay, Chuku, Makuribo. We are sending me a message. I say, oh, Baba Jama should continue to be in Nigeria. Well, the choice, if he's qualified to contest there and he says he's coming back home, well, the choice. Special good morning going out to you, Mr. Asafuentry. OTM Ewo Sunyane. Share live OTV XYZ Sunyane State. We am Chelpa. Bibia Bokode. Mama Shewo Kumase. Yachiamo Takrade for pipe for more. Echiamo pa pipe no de amanfo ta hwen pa takra de. It is a Christmas here hoye de papa. Special good morning going out to you ni oye adwuma wo Accra New Town. Ni tell you 10. Let me say bibia boko. And Yabeko Pandai na yakwakotwetwe nkomo. What is the position of the NDC after NRA ruling by Manfosi and for rerun? MPP for they believe said there won't be any rerun. Yabeko NDC national headquarters na yakwakotwetwe nkomo hona yakwakotwe sene in seminary city. The preparation the NDC is doing ahead of the 28th January ruling na ebano. I think say enena otwimi no pepepe and asa ruling no ebe to me abaso na yakwakotwe whether we are going for a rerun or a by-election ana by-election na yakwa kwahwe se yebetumi aksa akwakoto abani biom ana se yebekwa akoto no ewo the 41 polling stations na wo mo detect some discrepancies ewo ho no. Anyway, Dwaboase Jumede Sune Power 97.9 FM. But let's talk about this. Why is it that NPP I just and saying if one of their own ever criticize your more, it looks like you be pam free party num. I'm for say no Akufo-Addo style, but Akufo-Addo ababedi nemere eko 8 years. Na 8 years no atwem konto Akufo-Addo enu kwan se odene se we party num bebrebe sa ebi mo so argument say na Nado danko Akufo-Addo they say why statesman on na ye panyin a wotifi a obedi ade a wo free so nti o wo say e wo party no nti so obi criticize MPP CCA ya it is because of Nana Akufo-Addo ne style of governance enti na so obi free say MPP enko yi a wo ye say ye keka deben mafunu na ye keka ma na dampan ye ka say MPP egu MPP say mo acheche ne ade ye ka ni nyina na ye ka de yen satren na Akufo-Addo so ebi mo argument is na Nado danko Akufo-Addo may have interest in all these issues because Professor Frimpong Boateng is a renowned surgeon wasan babedi minister ewo man murada wo ye panyi pa wo MPP mo amanfo bebre na akono ho the party ni take decisions bia wo mutumi ebisa ne say na dwen ye ne sen say ne wa ba be ka say MPP egu MPP na aka ne ye fake na wo man na afiri nienti a wo mote MPP a na mo se mo beyi na afiri party do ma amanfo say too harsh because wo panyi wo party do ma wo hu ne ma bi say enkoyie and wo ka ho asem ena amanfo ati kokum. But no, only mean obi atwetwe nkomo e wa Asempa FM. And I was saying nobody can sack him from the party because the party does not belong to them. My ATA Professor from Paul Boateng on that.
Oh, okay. Ain't it saying that say next year, said the General Secretary, I said neck this year no. Omusiana neck jitum say Professor Frimpong Boateng, you were free party name obey day.
No, they cannot murder. They cannot sack me from the party because the party is not theirs, and I don't recognize them as a true MPP.
Now, Prof, what's the man okay? The muedu. Now, send you na Obama party na ungovernable. No,
because it's annoying for a general secretary, young man, Misha, who can say, "Say we be a bumper, say behind the before bumper, say make it can simply to divert attention." We are lawyers, so.
I honor na ama obu efu kakra no.
Oh yes, Duboku sada.
Professor Frimpong Boateng. Wow. But some of the issues are not over no. Don't you think say issues are being a leading member of the party na nka obetimi aka no kukuemu than how I be ya wo kan ode no.
What can I say?
Some betimi aka ne kukuemu.
And
there's a Woton Safra General Secretary, so on the meeting or Beba.
Maybe to Mr. I check, maybe a Tremono, maybe Jim can say, genetic, you know, me shall that. You said, my real chronic job and tell me who's the winning, so I don't know him. Maybe not, so be sending message, so genetic secretary, I mean, so I'm ready. I'm the time and I go to by election will come over to Ifa. My mental blanket, and I'm some maybe try.
So, wow. Ain't from how I'm your man I'm so concerned, you know. Said yesterday, on the party, no, I'm so my brother from party. Look, when we had by-elections, or they saying, and they shot 4 people. Don't come in your own teaching check. Will be a journey. I had to carry these children in the truck to Yendi hospital to operate on them. So, Kumipako, tell my book and create you who hunger who I stood there taking care of them. Well, even from 1977 or 78, when I was a young medical officer in Kumasi, yeah, FIFA, any Bedema, any Lekuva Dukano Kaho, Bakiri Tabaya demonstration be against Unigov. The two ball and for MOB the bomb, Bedema Masom, Muja Tunugu, and the chatting in Amu. When I'm teaching many doctor for something, any teaching or emergency hall. Okay. You start getting my sentiment. Let me try photo now. Let me try photo. I still have the photo. You know, and all these struggles, all these years. That's the moment I'm party so for a few years. But someone say now, look at them and say you are going to discipline me because I'm saying the truth. They can't go to hell.
Prof. That was the conversation that was Empire FM between Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng and Minua Obi. And I'll tell you, can I see the both party no wakwama party no ti on to me hwe ma party dey say no sika o twi mu no menim say mo nyina motumi eti ni ye menim ne wadwen ye obi we ka say na MPP egu e fa ye ho ben but yentumi enya one party state emwa Ghana democracy no nkofo bi tirim betumi aye wo mo dama wo ma ye ne mo peso NDC actually need that opposition eno na se wo mo chia o mo ti se hwe no mo hu se MPP for kam omo ye press conference omo the press statement say ba ne ade a eno so betuma hwepe omo kakra ama omo aye ne etene ne ade the galamsey fight you want sama aye kan MPP for the pressure by Jomama Nkuni ye etiema all the time no land minister honorable Emmanuel Makofi Boabebe obi amema official pa ematem bia wo mo ye meetings na wo mo re-strategize and the nine most buy and the blue water gas buy say no MPP for no omo ye de yenchire wo mu bibi say we are capable of fighting galamsey so say MPP etiase na wo mo da so wo ho a opposition sometimes omo nsem ni bia nkrofo bi beka enya wo de ana say obe free say ehun hia excesses ne dos but wo mo dwumadi on be di activities ya de boama democracy etumi koso wo oman mu ha because so buma na say look at the African other African countries are wo ma kwakwa ya mana kwakwa it say one party state look at Ivory Coast near there your friend is Alassane Ouattara pen obey because opposition ya be cho we dey koso ewo amanfo amanso ahodo ne ade ba ha no yewra John Dramani Mahama thank God say oye nipa oye liberal MPP for ya de bi mut NDC for yanti omo to there be yenye ne sa so nem chono munja wo mo Bible te say the Bible kan no munya na omunyina mbo munyini no twabere ne so a otwabere ni duru a we will separate the chaff from the real grains. So I say okay back to enra asema e course so ewo Supreme Court now was say High Court ayo Tamalin Fankrata mrana yenhwem na yenhwe se ne ehun sensem city a wo mutu asem ne share da no yebekwa akwa ho nkomo yenko NDC national headquarters na mindi nkomo kitu bi wo ho na mensa mra tew ni nyina mu no betumi de adwenkyere no aba ewo Facebook so far for now eho na yeje adwenkyere no hwehwe Power 979 FM wo Facebook wo behu Dwaboase with Piesie Okrah call ase ho na kotro wadwenkyere ewo ho na TVXYZ nso wo Facebook hwehwe TVXYZ wo betumi de wadwenkyere aba nkomo bia yedu ha bia eho adwenkyere wo betumi de aba na yatumi age na ya age bracken kan ni nyina e de ama live on Dwaboase Ma de Jibril acting director of elections and IT at the National Democratic Congress NDC yekodi kwandan ho enkomo kakra bi ewo ho Madi salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yes.
Madi. Afijapa hadro.
Fi obetri.
Afisa sɛ na yɛte nkwam na ahoɔden wɔ hɔ na nneɛma ɛrekɔ yie.
Babo ayɛ no Piesie. Na aparato wei so no mental mu do pa na sɛ na only me yɛ Tom and Jerry in 2025 no.
Madi meba. Don't worry. Don't worry. Some we are my friend. I feel we there. Yeah, Tom and Jerry be why.
Okay.
Madi anope yada sese one ye twetwe nkomo ewo Power 97.9 and a TV XYZ so Dwaboase dwumadie so eno a court no ukobi.
Basically man court no but the party was represented in the court.
Okay. Me hu say unua Sofo Rashid Tanko computer me hu say no ho and I saw some members of parliament as well wo mo call ho Supreme Court ni ruling na eba enra no uhu ni sen.
A part of the court in court now making argument we this share that they will rule on the same day or they will give a time to rule. And yeah, because for SSC and the almost 28 I paid on because from Kajamo I will rule on 28. There's so more 28.
Okay. MPP for say wo mo de wo mo ngin di say rerun bi beba na say bi by elections be able to me aba even after the 28th ruling of the Supreme Court. Say na mumu si hunu are you still arguing say yen call for a rerun in those 41 polling stations am free say abatwo no answer da ntwa yie e wo ho.
Then you ask almost to me then and no more the same the last time now High Court ruled the case also. They came out and force now they ruling into the car that is ruling before the case. So we were already debating before the case or ruling of the case. And then MPP say so at the end of the day, states in the more young election to know. One I catch it all. If this after judge is not catch all we say, but we believe peace at the end of the day, 28 January, we will come and then we'll go back to Bandai for the election.
It's about confident say Sana Supreme Court no able to me a ruling.
Oh, that is any confidence I am to ask, of course.
Na Zamonkrata nyina mukwekura kire say there were discrepancies in those 41 polling stations.
Kwame, never the one the whole police in a Kotoaba. The MPP agent so outside the case. Who called David Nansana? The MPP came to court in December 2028 and challenging the same timing issue. Now, court and into more. I'm a court able to charge almost 7,000 on the same issue. So we paid money on this one and then the High Court. Then coming back and say, it can be two and more in Canada. So we are confident that listen to me, that's all. We have kept saying, the more 9 people in that is ever complete the process, the more will be a gap when I don't know ever Bandai.
Madi, I'm for being so one argument and say anka more present kayen ko ye elections ni na biem but Timatono or ABS from 41 polling stations. What move say is say yes akwakoto all the polling stations biem abranka ye betumi aye kakre bi nanka e bia no o man no emmo ka bibiri.
Oh, Kakra of the calculating ASX. Are you not still going to the constituency to contest elections? They demand and they use that. Now, I can't say you go to a banner now, and you end my basis. For being now, you say 41, for being catching the 2 of the population, and no matter any there. At the end of the day, so election will
mean that they are agreeing on the case because you have court case now, I'm going to cars, I'm not very ruling on, let the coins are. But what they want now, pound 51, the never hear over the content is one a year call. In fact, the over 41 it means that you are going to be spread it from one police station now into about another one to about. What's that? So you end up even involving everybody in the same election. Okay? But the court is the car on the 28th, you know. But I am confident there. It's not about my life.
Okay, Madi, my infancy, may I sure say you're quite no when other questions about this panda issue, we will get back to you and as I say, Monsomo free, some person more be the fan one. Your best aboard pinimu. Na ya twetwe nkomo yeda se ya no pay ene wo mra wanya e de amayen e wo Dwaboase dwumadi so e wo Power 97.9 TV XYZ. Okay, have a nice day. Ma DJ Brill, acting director of elections and IT at the National Democratic Congress NDC. Pandai, whether rerun or by elections, Supreme Court and a better on the 28th of January 2026. Afiwe emu. Mami reading my messages. Good morning, Piesie. Watching you live from FJ Kojo. I believe that Pandai will be green after the ruling. Okay, still bullet and the way by Ibrahim Ahmed and so say, Baba Jama, please don't try it. Stay where you are. If you try it, you will be disgraced. Though you wait if Ibrahim Ahmed ho and our day a buyer. Tanko Rahim, I say good morning to you, brother Piesie, and to your colleagues in the studio, bro. Now that everything is cheaper, no money is in the system. Samum. Some money in war system be inflation ever akosoro. Where your Power FM Facebook page and so na me read yes our messages way. Musa Abatwa say the MPP is clearly not a serious political party. After losing the elections so miserably, the party chose an upside-down approach instead of a bottom-up strategy to rebuild from the scratch. If anyone should be expelled, it should be Dr. Baumia, Kenoforiata and Nana Akufo-Addo, and not Professor Frimpong Boateng, who has been honest and principled toward the party. They criminally mismanaged the MPP and unnecessarily collapsed Ghana's economy. Musa Abatwa, Kumase. Gilbert, don't play. On the Ortona de your platforms on Abaton. Azar. Mamiko TV XYZ your Facebook page so na men share messages kakra and also aba ewo ho na men kenkan Pedro wa Madina Cruz was watching the best show live and clear inside Indianapolis Kumasi town of so Kesbin Junction is the location. Hubert Walker say also I send love emojis as I send in fist say that's also show near strong na odo show no over to me they want so messages about which media so you back in Kenya and so the amount will Dwaboase Dwumadi so on Power 97.9 43 minutes after 8 my uncle Tonchi for no hona ye ne omo ntwetwe enkomo na Tonchi herbal capsules na abana eye memedru a what the 40 years e kwa nya fe na coach secondary school for girls mesra odwon prostate one prostate cancer no ano den bema bia the likelihood say prostate be enlarge very high sa na tie wu nyina na enlarge ba onye duro bia obetumi anoma obi a odwon so a wo bre odwon so a wo chem kona ko pebi ebetumi abo a odwon so no be kama obedwon so freely bema de odwon so na se wo bra ade a odwon so kra kan a obo na uyem de wiem Tonchi herbal capsules no FDA the stamp team so FDA number no egu aduro no so ti wo koto a obon FDA registration number no egu so na say FDA for attest ehunu say aduro no wonoma ebo prostate no eho ban na mamenko studio 2 na mene Eldamo akwenko twetwen enkomo oni menu aba akwa atena say 44 minutes after 8 Eldamo ako matien
Piesie meje oso
bibia boko de
nyame adum bi e boko
great
mu official panso
last week yantu amba na yurajo mama
no
ya soro no okay
nti no anes
we dem nkafra
biati
na dog ho ye de
twida pardon ne ho ye pa
great
ne ye boss so ne bai no so ho
okay nti boss ye
opemu de o kumase
okay Tonchi herbal capsules.
Yeah.
Ma won se menu aba na hye ho atade. Onu aba afishapa.
Afen komete.
Na udi di saying Abigail. Oba pa owa adwempa. Ana unti bi da. Unti da. Ah, at least for
Oba no fe no wa adwempa no nim nyansa. Me so me ho fe na.
Sa
ampa oho de efe. Onde aho fe kakra. Okay, but mama kwa ba bio me na yemfa nkomo no enhyehyɛ so. Yesi ladies first. Mama sha se mfiri ho.
Okay.
Kakakra na memfa ye elder mremo.
Nka mesere so be ma panyi edi nka.
Ah, sa wo ho. Ese panyi na akora ko be panyi di kan.
Ma beto no.
Wo fi kuma se na ba ye wo.
Okay. Kuma se na ba iti. Me di kakra be ye ya. Na me pe se opiesie yesi afimu no. E ma atiefo nyina afihyiapa.
Omajo so.
Ye papa no ye nua no ye nua ma no ye ma me nom. Emu nyina afihyiapa. Na yim se yesi afie 2026 ndie. Nyame o nyama pa bi ema yen.
Okay.
Na afei ye yare nso de tonchi heba wo ho. Piesie ye di bro nya bi ko chin kakra. Na mi hu eniema bi emema bi ye pa wo ko enamo etam ebienim wo we. Won wa we nsa. Won ye enime wo no go on body mu a. Na mi se ene tonchi ho be kire no. Anuti enano pe se mo ha no mo a. Na minuanom modi bronya ni nyina awie. Eniema bebre amuko mam ye no mesere. Se tonchi herbal capsules ye wo ho.
Me wo adansidie mienu bi. Last week. Ena panyin chairman timi fanse mebra panyin bi kase mensia no baby na ye ndi nkomo bi.
Okay.
Enti obe peke me baby am pake no peke me no se ye ko baby. Me wura ka no ma tonchi ni da mfimfini.
That's right.
Ana masa amasa. Na wo tonchi no koto lo wa. Na wo dim say do we no say hwe. My di 45 years why na de be out na wo ka no krampo na nkese wo di bi breme na msia se won ka hwe so kama.
Okay.
Eti ada ne ka mu se na be ya okwadwuma anopa na wano nti anwumre ofre adwuma ba ansa na wo be kofie no na wafa na wanom nti o se ne ka the extension of his bedroom.
That's right.
Nti no o de atum ena ne wo de ma me no papa bi so frɛ me.
Okay.
Na o se menyi bi mre no nti me de ne koma no.
Oh, any problem?
Now ono me no so first or don't on na pete na ho. Pete egu ni shoe ho ne ade.
Okay.
Ono so ono me no say ne Johnson no.
Ayi street. That's right.
Ntino. You say no fruit apa.
Any piano. Any problem? Who dey unko dey no oba no dey uni how bia. Oh, uni how. Now ne wo kan last week na e ba ye no. Ena obi frame me ba ha me no program ye ya 17 go answer 24 for neighbor. Ena obi frame say ya hye ne katika na adure di ma no wa ya enko ena me se kototonchi ono kototonchi ni mienu piesie last week ya ba ya yankasa no ena oni pa me ne me boss ti dem ha no frame o se me Madina adepa ba oni ho enam so nyabotre maame no oso yare na ma frɛ no oba enam se adan wo si nyame adum a me no ka sɛ ne wukoyi ya wade fiada mi koyi mi katika mi no tonchi no mi yare ni nyina ekɔ enam se unum tonchi no
enko ye so na ate eti no nko so anom
kyese baby a hospital no kɔ no ehye ne katika no won wan ma ni nuro wo nuro no anye no na momu no me kire ne se onkoto tonchi no okɔ no tonchi no ena o se pensi o ti o ede yo ntie sei no Friday no okɔ hospital na doctor for no enyi katika ni free sebe ni ba mamu ma no na onum tonchi no wahu se tonchi no momu ebeboa no em se nyame na eti mi kura mi se o ene papa me ba mbeka o si debi enam se mi modi so wuni mi di o si debi enam se manka ebede na wunua bi nso ono so pedro bi o ha no wanyaduro ni bi anom eti anuanom tonchi herbal capsules mudie ni na me pese ne de mekasa bebre na me jemu ama me nua ba Abigail na ono so ye aduro fufuro aba no eye tonchi no a ma de ani tonchi ko in koko no wono so akasa ho na fe next week no me ba yetimi akasa yi
Fedro no ma na menhwa de
Fedro ni
abi yes ya say ememanya prostate ya amoma no na mobre
no kwasem
because so ntumi ndwonso ye de na so ntumi nkosi nanim yi
no kwasem
eti den na obeka kire mema wo muti na afi ye mra ye tonchi ko herbal capsules no so na tonchi feminine herbal capsules
me da se be mena ye frame me Abigail said me ma me de to me na so du baby wonu no hisan se metie me mema nyina mpana me ye mema nyina yere na me ye mema nyina jeje me di mema asem ema wo mu
okay
me ma mema twedie mu eye den na me boa mema mo solve problem pa eye ubowura kumasi ababi a me wura bi mema nyina mpana so na betimi ni mema nyina adeda ye frame Abigail edwudwu mema akoma enu nti me de be ma pen me ye ma no me bo side check association ma bo legal wife association we wi amedi asem ne de ama wo enu nti me bo baby
obviously legal wife association abele aba ye jirem
we move ye kwaya nim side checking so say ye side check no ye wuram den
enu po de momo
baby abewura bi enti baby a wo de pa frey be hia
okay
enti no
mayasha say free tonchi feminine herbal capsules
me da se be men na nka metre men nyina se so wo ye be ma mesro adechie bia prostate ekumema emema ho aye den enu nti ema prostate emekum ye nuane na aye die no enye kane ne empanyimfo na enya prostate enemrantie nyina enya prostate be ma bi wono ho na ya setimi gene tan ofa ne se eye normal obi dwunso ne mu pai mi no nim se daache okonyim obi obawo ntafo wadaroma enye saa eyo how bi na eba o mema semu mesro be ma de se ono oba hia na sesi aho adwojo sesi aho adwuma ade ya ne se wo pentem na be fo trotro ne ebo trotro wo kwam wo scan ka be fa drop na edo akwa akosi me kire se ade a ya ne se be ma woni wo ba be di mpaso agoro na wo ho nsa ne wo so na aho adwojo obeya asa ho besan so agina na so na ho adwojo eyade a eya pa enu ntimetu mema nyina fo se mu hia tonchi eba capsules eye mema duro tatashe mitu man fo so mo nto no mo modofo no enom no mo entimi fane da esanse ye so oba totu atwene be ma dem enu nto ye be ma na sabi obe ma sama sinitira se be ma bi won ma ne be ma sinitira se de ne kwan Saturday so me bua se num tonchi eba capsules ne peja uti ehwenyame mesre be ma bia se o me masem adwojo a me ne wo to nchia wo ye adro we ho ye adro we eye habama nubna nuahini ma men kampanyimfo secret bi ncho ye mpanyimfo no mutimi wododo pa edu yes obi age bedu dwan ware du mienu obi so wantimi anwokra first no na ye 87 omu nkoto enu obi awon kwanchen bi no ma nonom wonim de no mo ye eye habama wono papa frɛfuom no mo ba mutimi kogina habama bi no mo twetwa ho kakra bi obi nso kotiti bi oba fie nwumra wawie bibia na obeda no de akeka duro kakra bi fra na osisiri so waboba so okoda na wachia ochia wone to sabi wachia na anajo da ho no mebobo ni sisima eno no sa na mo da fom wono so na no maame edi nhyamude hu kwan kra fa so papa fa so no maame edidaaye wone beba ho so na maame nyem eye habama no mo tete ye no asase sunso obia ne na adoma kyede doctor de eye habama ho nimde me de ne se me de bo nubna ho dawro papa no ho enu nta doctor akeke nubna habama no ehini aboma ye de aye aduro kama we wonuma woni so mrew emema na omuchiem oye bema branch ya okoto aduro bi won kwanchen obenu bewe no akoma ebo se peri obewe na uti pai wo minimo bia na akoma ebo ne sanani ba no so no daji enu nti metu mema nyina fo se ye dro na ye habama na FD ahwehwem no magye atum se dro no oye enu nti ne ye aba na wona wagye dro na atum so edi ho adanse eboa ma ba ma wosisi mu eye tawe etese galamsey fo chan fine eboa ma ho ye dene ankasa eboa ma utimi enu oba no o kind etese graphic utimi solve no etese science no crazy no enu nti mesre mema nyina se so pesa wo gye wo 3 points a wo hia tonche e back capsules me se me no wo tonche a minim de dro we tumi eye obenu one box awie na one kasa wo de dro we ho adanse emema nyi omo de atadwufo wa ma yenso yatede ne me se me ye mema nyina jeje me ye mema nyina mpana me ye mema nyina yere nemom me sanso ye ma piyaru me kasa mama
mema nyina so ayi
empana me kasa mama mema nyina piyaru eneme sa wo ye bema na sa wo no oba akohia edem na wo so no mu na wo ye me de kire media mabre medie empanyimfo bu bebi se sabio se mi kotwa me be ma na manya ntwa me ye de kogya me boxer e wo ho no woni be ma kodi mpaso agro wa wante de wo be wie no ahemfo no nyina wasan so ate yaw e wo ho no empaso agudi o ye di no odel so enu ntimetu oba bia fo sese watenka akwa kodi akira me ne wo to nchia
obi ho ti akra oti akra enso nana tenka wo hamle
woni atenka obi a woni atenka obi frey edro no doctor oye wie bia o se abi oye oba beji kono bi na Christmas me ho fa me pa na me mo so bi me de koma sister bia wo se wa ware wa wo mamu nnan wa ware awo pa nanso ono no woni ni kunu edi nhyemude nanso se wate de pa wo mpa so onti bi da on de ne dia ne se oda ho sa na me ne omienu nyina nim se obusa abodiem nyansafo se oye oba na oni be ma di mpa so agro na wo wonte de enso wo fo so se obegege ho adako pe stroke be chew esansa all force eye force empaso agudie de yedie mu ade nyina ta se de wusum nyame no wodi mu ade nyina na edie se de be ya woni ebeje ohun besisi ho so release stress eboa ma wadwene sisi so ye eboa ma wodwene sisi so ye oba bi o wadwene boni bia wonte de enti se oye oba na se wutiem na se watenka akwa kodi akira wo hia tonchi ema ade ni bi tonchi me patro obi bi obusa se me patro hemfa na menya tonchi ema de ni bi ato me patro wo de fa wani etremu e wo Tema Community 5 Little George e wo honom Tema Community 5 Little George waje enuo ni nyina bi obenya bi e wo honom
okay
Halus Herba e wo Okanshi Drug Lane na Okanshi Drug Lane de pharmacy shop bi e wo ho bia okwa obenya tonchi enuo ni nyina bi ato
tonchi feminine
wo de me se tonchi ma de ha ho nkoka no anu akofom wo de wo so pe tonchi ma de sanse wei eye tonchi ma de wei eye tonchi e ma de wo be hu difference no e ma de ye green e ma de wo color sanse pink ye color yellow so ye pe doctor hwe ni nyina na oji tu mu e ma de enie e ma de eye green wo de wo ko Okanshi Drug Lane pharmacy shop bi e wo bia obenya tonchi e ma de ni bi ato me pato Ekus Pharmacy e wo Ashaman Ekus Pharmacy Ashamai Adepa Herba ewo Madina Old Melcom ai Tribe of Judah Herba ewo Kaswa Gabson Pharmacy ewo Koforidua Nimdia Pharmacy ewo Takrade Market Circle me patro wo de obeye ne say number no fa egu TV nanim
024 885 0081 024 8850081 and 055 351 1159 055 351 1159 and 0243 907733
I mean sure
but mayembo ko so tew etam na so
koko ekum kofo minimo bi ochi VIP koko nti wapake car na si baby odi ma obi se onchi enso sika na eba ne moa no nti ensi ho no ma enam koko nti na wo nipa be ma otim se be ma muanie wotimi hu be ma se be ma muanie enso koko nti ne so ate dane da moja efri ne ho eba woni mo bi akoko asisi nanim mesi aduro mi di nkan test na me approve me ma me enua e de aduro we ho adanse me nua be ma se wo pe bi akwa koma mpa na me meche obi enu ntu de mfa ase me fa enu ntu se wonim obi a ase koko tete no obi akoko asisi nanim ne ko ho koko asi ne to no kwan koko nti oja ne na ya moja e na edi akire no me pacho onkoto tonchi ko ni bi enom tonchi ko unya tonchi ko ni bi no ma koko bi atena so ache minim de aduro we etumi ye enu nti mese me no wo tonchia tonchi ememe dro ni ba ye ne yedi ho adanse e ma de aba ma wona wo se wonte de emfie bebreni ate de wonim se mpaso agudie ede de wo se nsuo bi gu na enka bi efri wonom eba menua ba asiesie ne de ama no mesro se koko nso koto bi ne so hwe se mesi koko wo bi aso obi won ma wonu na som obi kwan ne minimu obi timi posa na ni koko obi eja ne na amoja nko akoko metofo se wo benum tonchi ko capsules ye de mra na ye adwuma eno ntinam se de obeye ne se obefre ye number na ye atwetwe enkomo tonchi emema kuramu se twetwe oba na wonom ye ne se ma de ne yemfre ne tatashe esa se wonti atenka awo mamu nnan na tonchi ema de nti wate da yemfre ne tatashe enu to de ni feelings akwa akodi akire de want dada be ma bia ba ne dofo no ahwa onya bi obedi osema me ma ba ko ntere ma ba ko osema ante de eji se miena da ne maame wo ne ma ho oba de e wo se wunya atenka yeso mu a wo de he oba de wo dofo anim kra na wo na wo se otimi de he entimesro wo hia tonchi e ma de no kope bi enom na panto aso
yapon a time na so ntino numbers no ene go screen so no ntse wo hwe TV na wa chotro bi na ntiremo e chen ne wo mo e de amaye wo TV so yi obetumi afre na wanya bi edamako medase Abigail medase wo kokuma senso a save journey amen. So that is 20 about for na yete omonka no mfi kuma se edo ne de well amanfo to me no no bi dia dance ba me ne me di mani ehu na me ba ya me ba be kan no edo ye ba yen shadan chen so I to say emrantie no jejeje no ba prostate ni de say obo ho ban say o te say amanfo say prostate na ya wakwakoda ho e say prostate cancer na doctor Paiwo eno de na e ma yenduru ho sabre wo de acha be 2 months bia wo de no box ba ho because we say wo nom na to aso na wo nom no pepepa 15 days because anopa 2 enwumere 2 ewom 13 wo to aso sa 15 days wo de nom ne sa na wo de every 2 months bia wo de nom na every 3 months bia wan kasa wo be wo sensa kraya ba already mo live on Dwaboase on Power 97.9 FM. Ya to adwuma de no so enche ya be sin konya e wa ha se 9 na akra nya abo 9 special good morning to you Mayanga Castle Osu Castle ya chiao ene anopei na about for send this message hey my name is Dr. Amanfo Erutimane okay yan we say na besi akọ well my embo tema a police for abaso ela se footage no wa munyi mami wi na eti your friends V8 mu no munyi mami enro atema a police for e de krata ba bonten ASP Dede Jakpasu enesan ye on head of public affairs e Tema regional police won ni egu no enye koko so when the boss of first obe free se koko ena ya pake no ka mu sa no ka na esi no ye pajaro ya wi na ya bonu akuekuo sa no ena ye de akwakogu pajaro mu ena Tema police for atumi achi wo mo kudos to the Tema regional police our working directly under the Inspector General of Police Mr. Christian Tete Yuhuno. Tema police force say Woma intercepted 1,600 parcels of suspected narcotic drugs. The Tema Regional Police Command has intercepted a total of 1,613 parcels of substances suspected to be narcotic drugs in a well-coordinated intelligence operation along the Kosumo Tema Road. This major breakthrough forms part of the ongoing efforts to disrupt drug trafficking activities in the region. The operation followed intelligence received on 10th January, indicating that suspected narcotic substances were being transported from the Volta region toward Tema. Police teams quickly mounted surveillance along the route, focusing on the Agomeda Junction area. At about 12:45 a.m. on 11th January 2026, 2 vehicles, a white Toyota Highlander GS 2013-13 and a black Mitsubishi Pajero GC 400-22 were intercepted. The vehicles were driven by suspects Isaac Odoi, 33, and Kwame Mani, 39. A search on the vehicles led to the discovery of several compressed yellow-wrapped parcels suspected to be narcotic drugs. The suspects were immediately arrested and both vehicles were escorted to the station for further action. On 12 January 2026, the exhibits and suspects were handed over to the regional CID Tema, where photographs and inventories were taken. In total, 872 parcels were found in the Mitsubishi Pajero, while 741 parcels were found in the Toyota Highlander. Suspects are currently in police custody, assisting with investigations. Samples of the substances will be sent to the Forensic Crime Laboratory for testing, and searches will be conducted at the suspects' places of residence. The police are also preparing to process the suspects for court. ASP Dede Jakpasu and Anastasia say on the 13th of January, Public Affairs Unit, Regional Police Headquarters, PO Box 50, Tema. ɛna saa asɛm wei etumi ekosiye wow enti ɛno nso wɔn san kye ɛyɛ phone snatching syndicate a wɔn de taxis nso ɛna ɛyɛ these days I think say police for no wɔn adwuma so ɛni minim sɛ jampa ya abrɛ so sɛ na wɔn yɛ na wɔn nka nkyerɛ ɛdi aba sɛ the police for kɔkye pin wɔn bɛka ma obi ate moving to other issues no the minister for Trade, Industry and Agribusiness, a member of parliament for Techiman North, Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu Ejare, say Ghana buying China, a buy air to kese. Ama one no more to me aboa na ma baby baby mfidi nyuma ewo kurom ha. Mekan kran ne mpotema na se Ghana mia bi se na be Ghana mabunu betuma anya adwuma ye. Eti enro Wato ne sa frɛ China for investors bi a wɔn aba kroma wɔn pɛ sɛ wɔn bɛ bie mfidi nnwuma yakɔ hɔ ɛkɔhwɛ adwumadi a ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ hɔ na nkɔmɔdidie num no ne ekosi yɛ ne sɛ minister ne sɛ Ghana is ready for business to send the president John Dramani Mahama kan yɛ ɛwɔ ne investiture anase bra na yɛ swai no amana ba bɛyɛ mampanyin on the 7th January 2025 no sɛ Ghana is ready for business no wɔsan si so dua ka sɛ Ghana is open for business and for that matter any investor or person obey legitimate business or Ghana habiano womo abie womo nsem ebeji omo awawa too. Honorable Elizabeth Ejare eka nsem say ede kire kwan a Ghana ebe fa so aboa investors se na ebe ya enwuma betumi aba na mabunu enso enya biaye yenti. Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu Ejare.
I see the different group of people that have come today. Some are interested in trading, some are interested in manufacturing, and some are interested in other areas. We are happy to have all of you, and what we have done today as a ministry is to put together heads of our agencies, leadership of our agencies, to speak to you about the opportunities that are available here. How to register your companies seamlessly, how to do joint ventures, and I'm excited to also tell you that AGI is represented here, GUTA is also represented here. AGI is our industrial base, GUTA is our trade base, and so the leadership are here to also help you to navigate your way about. So even as we tell you the policy available, as we show you how to register businesses seamlessly, they're also here to help you if you're interested in joint ventures, if you're interested in markets. They all help you to navigate your way around. We will also be able to tell you what we have here that you have not even thought about, because there are other investment opportunities here that you can take advantage of.
Sector Minister, Mame Elizabeth Ofosu Ejare, or lawyer ni mapa, mami business woman wono wasevo board bebre so nyuma kesemu ansana wobabeye Minister for Trade. I think sir when she says that there are other investment opportunities, as she knows what she's talking about, because obaye wako rounds in fidinyuma hodro na edwadi for na no abuso kan nra me boy ema monso motumi tibi ore China for na omo hyehyɛ coat na we nya galamsey for Mr. Opa womo yo ebi mo omo ready so mbebie mfidinyuma ebi aka assembling plant anase ebi omba bebie mfidinyuma in the textile industry ebi beba be nsuo ene ebi a drinks fruit juice nya de ebeboa Ghana for so say ebia womba bebie ebia fruit juice factory a omom do watermelon ne omom do mango ene omom do your friend is saying alugun to green ne ekeka eka ho no mango ene brofre pineapple womo nyina ebetumi ahunu say womanya ready market eti omodo ye na omo de feed factory no, and then kai hunu say 24-hour economy ni so no aban eguso a rolling out aban nyuma ni bia asase a wonom saa de no ti. I think say we asem papa ye hwe nim say won beba beboa, because Ghana de infidi nyuma no ade ehu hia Ghana ni bia okwa bruchiri bia say o meye adwuma factory infidi nyuma ne doso ni nti Ghana for no kwa omonye biye, especially omoko Spain any Italy ntosu factory na ntosu fuo na omugum na omote na ebi twi tractors ne yakeka eka ho eno na wo mde nyeska ebi dia ba besisi fie ebi dia bebe business wa ha no ti Ghana ha ye betumi aye bi na yen so yatumi enya eye sika oman no atena se ano no sabre ohwe mbre na 10 minutes after 9. And in the next 50 minutes, you better have discussions about national issues. What I say, my representative from the NPP, Prince Ofosu Sefa, on a former CEO, Edema Gifek, was I a NPP member last week or by and then so was Prince Martin.
Yeah. It's for ne actually for
Okay.
And team so
okay. All right. Team and so Edge so you are looking good as usual.
Thank you also, sir. Our hairstyle idiot. I'm said since about 28 years old. Yeah, the
Lord is my baba for
no.
My mic in
the hairstyle.
Me to say me drew her.
Something has to give, right?
Yeah, of course. As we keep growing, a lot of things keep changing.
Right.
We are growing to die.
I tell you.
But that is the reality. You better commodity you better assess last week. You want to me assess President Mahama 1 year and a year. I think you can last week, over twaso but before that starting free more party Professor from Paul Boate interview or grante ACTFM channel 1 TV what to me anya kwan ahwe kakra like
kakra be but I understand say metie bi
okay
in fact do na metie was so good until MC Jama said last minute.
The last part of said the MPP he sees today is a fake MPP because senior party near Mano and Tisse and near MPP Womujina Sote MPP no.
But I wanted to talk about the initial part, where Utie profile. You understand how Ghana we have the men, or describe industrialization, the passion that he has for industrialization. It was so powerful. So in fact, say, that section now, you'll be impressed. Then the same person starts talking in such bitter terms. And I use the word bitter because I don't know what else could make Ubia party. What the tree if he even before, I believe before President Kufuor came to power, Prof. MSOE, serious MPP member. I unya issues we obekaya moteya at some point, or was it under Mills? Long ago, I know war Kolebu, and now unya issues be I think with NDC government, almost say I was so few, and so you may have followed it.
Yeah,
time. Later on, also be a minister, party
Minister for Environment.
And you describe the party as a fake party. Unfortunately, it tells more on him. What I know from reading the polls of members of the party is they're very disappointed. He has lost so many fans. Such a good impression otherwise of him and his interest and passion for technology, industrialization and all that. It's sad. It's just tragic. You wanted to lead this party as far back as 2007, 2008, right? If I recall correctly, it was one of the 17 aspirants.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know people that had such...
That was 2007.
Yes, such passion for him. Because of the knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just like I said, even in this interview, listening to him, you couldn't help but be impressed by his passion, just the passion alone for industrialization. That's local industrialization. I am more self-sufficient. So he kept talking about machining and other things. I just heard you talk about the industry minister and some of these things that she's pursuing, right? These are all the kinds of fundamentals that we need to move our country to more production. So those
and
are
to
the
self-sufficiency
it's the only way that we can have long-term development.
Yeah.
It's value addition. Okay? It's
Yeah.
industrialization. It's domestication.
Yeah.
Yeah. And exports. Those are the things. So, and if you hear someone who is so much into that, then you end and say MPP a fake party. And then now I understand he doesn't want to leave. He's not ready to leave the party.
Because nobody can sack him from the party. Because
Nobody
the
can
party doesn't belong to them.
And OBB say, "Ada papa diana."
No, so as a party near a woman in Adia. So we take an interview name or granted or Asampa FM. Or say party near like Tenos, yeah.
The party, a political party doesn't belong to any single person.
Yeah.
Not even the NDC.
Until you're saying so when a single person.
Does the NDC belong to. No, JJ Rawlings.
No.
It doesn't.
He's the founder, but
he's the founder, but even him, it can get to a point where if push comes to shove, he may have to be removed. Yes. Because when the party is registered as a political party, it belongs to the millions of people, basically.
Yeah.
It belongs to the country.
The members.
And it has its own rules. And if you are not ready to follow the rules and you want to talk ill about a party, how can you go and describe your own party as a fake party? How can you do that?
Perhaps because Nehemiah Koswono, it doesn't represent the ideals of the party.
And you think that one of the places to go and discuss that is in the media space? Well, there has to be a lot of evidence.
But do you agree with him, say MPPM and free the ideals? Because all this while, from the time, from the inception of MPP,
Chief
Timbia, say, Toaba, you started from the bottom. As an idea about presidential, but as I done any idea.
Some of us call it the top
bottom approach.
No. We don't call it the top bottom approach. That's just a common moniker that people use. Top,
okay.
I'm friend top down. It's not top down. It's top bottom up. Okay? And it's done in many places. In the US, for example, they often choose their presidential candidate. And some are more updated or more committees. They call them committees. The Republican National Committee and other regional committees follow after the nomination of the presidential candidate. So what I say, Canada is same. Basically, when a new leader comes in, then they update their party leadership. MPP has made that decision. How can you, one person, when this decision was made, say in your early flag bearership, okay? My your friend is saying well-grounded information I have is that at the National Council, which is the highest body outside of the National Conference, okay, or Congress of the MPP, the support there was overwhelming. It was said to be about 98% support there. And I was at the national conference in was it July at Legon, and the support there was overwhelming as well. So say, then and a few people, okay, say to you, no, because of decisions like that, in party na fake. How can you say that? Even if you disagree, you state your disagreement in a respectful manner. Because sebi nyansen ni baako fotu. Ena ye general secretary kind. So who can professors? Ye who professors ni biabre. With all due respect to Professor Frimpong Boateng, he's not the only professor, and he's not the only inimdinia yenyano or party. Okay? So and you can disagree. You can disagree, and the party allows for disagreement. But you cannot denigrate the party. You can't do that. It's not allowed. Nancy Niyama discipline ako from kakra. And Ghanaians are looking to us to restore discipline and order back to the party. I've had concerns about certain things that have happened that have not been sanctioned. And I'm especially concerned about things that touch on the collective brand, MPP. And yet individuals, sometimes will be to me kabibitia, unipa ba could be or party nimniade. Those are also concerning, but I'm not even as concerned. But when you touch the brand itself, then you are touching all the millions of people. And MPP is not a small party, regardless of what just happened in 2024. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has the most votes ever of any presidential candidate as of now. And that means the MPP has gotten the most votes ever, 6.7 million votes in 2020. And your party Ketwasa, with millions of people, almost some party from the smallest village all the way to party headquarters. Because you have a disagreement. You know, one of the things he also said, I don't like discussing my party in the public space, but this one, since it has become public, I'll say one or two and I'll end it. Was say Baumia's nomination was rigged. So this was rigged. Do you know the person who led our national 2023 presidential election committee? Professor Michael Quay. He's also a professor of impeccable repute, having risen through the political space to become a Speaker of Parliament. Highly respected historian, an MPP person. Ono lead sa committee into Opachese Okwe supervise the rigging of the elections. Is that what he's saying? And the Electoral Commission also rigged the election for Dr. Bawumia. Highly it's reprehensible.
Into office kwanya party no ede no faso say sesia no womo pese neck ehia na womo eyini free party no no. Office eye ne kwan so ano no, or you think it is harsh to say ne ebi mu so ekeka media space no no.
I think these kinds of actions we should have taken a lot more beforehand
to expel people from the party.
Yes.
Okay.
Did Ukro di agra. So ebedu baby no na fe adane you need an amputation. So we need to nip these things in the bud. It's taking long. Asante Boateng was saying things in things that sounded tribal, something that clearly this party doesn't believe in and has proven. Say, yeah, it's a tribal, we don't go by that. We go by competence. The election of Dr. Bawumia as the flag bearer confirms this. And he was there talking about how Timi Yakofa Dr. Bawumia ba and wabesum into a sumurie yeno and as they say no akunya toa or no so be prebi. How can you say things like that? He should have faced the same music. But it's better late than never. Because internal issues and I don't like discussing it too much in the public space.
May I say we Prince Ofosu Sefa, former CEO Edema Gifek and a member of the New Patriotic Party NPP and our telling Kano Harrison Kujaba, communication officer Edema Nadmo, and so Abba Betana se ono eka me panel ma me mana kwa banafe minti we free ona yanko koyo
Rabini
akwaba
mejo so bibi abokodi
na me adom
afishapa
afin kometo ya afese na ahoden wo ho afese na burunya no na wanwane anyaye
ade majana dia muda
medem
people in power
medem akama semeri medem akama semeri
dia muda
say sorry I me chepo and yes bro ya twam send near Dubai no me ade NDC for just when you rough and I would want to
na some so my breast some correct
yeah tbg I need to say NDC
wona o gefek abute do say na ko e
manye bi da man for baby and to coin da
na some obi anka
obi
other ladies no ko pa sa na eti
example okay what me ba
manye bi da I'm just putting it on the record.
Okay ebushafo Haxa mixture, Haxa capsules. Abadwa so also do kono ko pebi neto. Onyima untumi numbi, o ma ba no fo untumi numbi. Every 12 years you kona ubetumi anom. Eye dru papa didi we na gina obo o belche rough bebre. Eno no acid reflux nya ade nyina no ana ko hospital yesi o peptic ulcer na gastric ulcer. Haxa mixture, Haxa capsules. Also time for Adroni green nko pharmacy a urefi ni dia so pe hosa tamfo because ya try no so ato ho koneko pebi FJ stamp team so tema from call Little George or community 5 koneko je de cat pharmacy o Madina anti Madina for monko cat pharmacy Jukat pharmacy waka so eno echi o kansi dragle no benya bi o pebi ato a obetumi afrem panyin for ebi na area ho ebi ni ho wo betumi aboaw na watumi anya baby ato no 0240 238310 0240 238310 wo fram penny for bejoso Franco Trading Enterprise semen countries still on one iPhones papa fie with the Nokia Samsung any iPhones na ba na nansen asidi ni stable nintino phones ne bo aba from ya tete so 40% into Boria Franco aswe ye bia na kwajo de na eno achi ya the smart TVs aba Franco air condition from 1.5 horsepower to 2.5 horsepower no so benya bi chest freezers microwave say ne dey abeka generators and gas and electric stove ne nyina bi ewo ho blenders CCTV cameras a function camera ebenya bibia in real time obetuma monitor wodwuma wo store wo poultry farm bibia wo business bia wo ye bia no koneko pebi ne fa boho frey 0246422338 0246422338 and 0555939311 0555939311 obisi mi kana 0555 na why confused in 0355939311 Health Alert Clinic say eney or ulcer treatment center wo mo de age award sa anti o ulcer bra ya be de dro be kan na afi ho ato ubu nsa wo bre diabetes atena so ache amakro bi kura beton ho enkoda hypertension o down to me na wakoma bo periperi stroke na start eche wo Mr. Oko Health Alert Clinic a yebetumi aboa obi wo ho da o se ne ho hyehye no na obi so wo ho se ne na yem ayeti se fom oti aja so kra wonte Mr. Oko ho yebetumi aboa o ye wo suna machine wo ho a detoxify body no ye wo laboratory yes na wo physio machine a eno so etumi treat amanfo nti Health Alert Clinic ye wo Madina bra na yensa ya de ka so ye waso ye ba ko ho poku asenso sa ashaiman en atakrade obetumi afrey 0242518893 wofra empanyifo bejo so Madina ye ni post office ND enhwe animo ye ni First Atlantic Bank ene wo eye the same building mo ba ye wo echiri nti wo ba hwa na waba be san ho yare Harrison Kodwa by communication officer Nadmo a member of the NDC communication team watena se Prince of Osusefa odi kantenenka former CEO Gifek and MPP member mamenko Harrison ho na yemfa nkomo twetwen ni bi en santo so 28 minutes after 9 Dwaboase Jumedi sune koyo na Nadmo tisan
Nadmo de boko
says in so na jai talk akrante says as masuma adwomo
and you don't go any ejuma nansi jashishe ngitengete akwaso na ade nyina nso ye de aba ye ho adwuma enye just disaster si nkwa na ejuma mistake amoyero no ye chere adwuma e wa wunyini o ye chere adwuma e
enu tina ote ya no
24/7 na wunyini but some of the works no we are adwuma no very sensitive in a way so nyoma bi wo yemfa mabon
okay
all right bizomo attendant admin office previous administration you hardly hear something about the institution apart from the ABC physically obehu e bia e kwa akoye bibi wa e ya obehu operations bi wo ho amasa da from din eno no en wo se e ba abonten na dia nyema bebre o wa ye ya most of time na yemfa nye den yemfa nto abonten ya na ye pese resource na kasa be den e be kasa ma no ho na dia nti ene de nana Nadmo yegu adwuma so ye adwuma bebre kwa and then we are even intensifying the senior friend education at our marketplaces making sure as human activity asebe edi jasheshe ebeba yemnwum na ade nyina na ye be den ye be si anokwan and this it me see human activity na no kwan na e bia electrical fault na sa ade no so de eno no beboa se no nkwa aka na se no nkwa na cause of fire outbreak no so yatimi eden yatimi pinpoint am so ye we ena cause but at least was yet me a bodahuru ana say ye chere manfo ye o chere na nkromfo ehun say o manka so omusu ni omuban bi na ma eja den eta hyehye ewo one or two places bin yet me yes I ni human activity ni free one at least it me education na say yi yankasa esuban no e free ho at least say nyoma nkan na ye ja hyehye na bade e na ye betimi manage kakra na
all right that's okay Harrison kojo abana tene kano kasadema nadmo professor from Paul Batasam obepesa we kabiana
o say democracy azama da azama zi ndisi mo mi bivonga
okay now we buy into onya time bebre e dey kan
but no problem
30 minutes
we met 25 minutes back
okay it's only 5 minutes okay
minimum late intia they met 25 minutes of crack and on say me bra penny on level wa do no 30 minutes kasa kra e dey nya 5 for kra e mai
okay it's minimum 5 minutes
we dey mami ngina kwanya so na me ncha woni wa tiefo ene o ma maje bra mo hwe ebia TV so na me chia woni unyuma ye phone mama mu officially nyame nhira mo mesare se ni unyuma pa mo ye de abwaga na nka mu ni ho a ye be den ne ya tie no kore mu na mo ye temujinafo we de ma amanfo a sebe omu nhye da ni ene ya sebe ebia omo ye political class na mu na mo ye temujinafo nti wote ha na wote ha magana nyina awo kasa de magana nyina nti na wo wotimi bie phone line se Ghana fo nye de nchoro madwen obutimi bie si omo message na won kan no mfa nye de mfa mbisa question so as you are here any my course we society communities mu na wote betena ha yeden eka nti wote na Ghana fo nyina yeden eda wase nyame shira woni production team ene TV SYZ Power FM for management ni nyuma pa mo ye de aboa ye Ghana man na me media for de me inform ni agrokra nyame shira mo ni nyuma pa mo ye
amen
asam na ba ne yeka me musa tamase bakwa metaka arese se asem ba sei na ye ndisi fo yi ani se mfa ho ye nka bi na ade democracy na eden eni etutu na se kabi mami kabi amambo na bekoso eden bekoso ye week because say MPP ebe kwa ye week kra a enye strong opposition na ebe kwa sabe affect ya even ye wa ba mu kra say you need stronger opposition yangaza kwa ntimi nyina ya nanso enye de embo adwuma wose yebo if you don't have a strong opposition the most of the time no your party in power you make sure you opponent and as you opposition no so yede be tight no muntimi oppose you na muntimi nya ne ese ne efata na say MPP yere na ko eti say PPP ni PMP ni mu na ade si ya ye kasa ya bra Harrison wan hwe ya ye mpeni for we take things for granted because o hwe bankum ni fa chiri anim obozi party bi ama sebe obetumi abe ne ono abepre to me nti de peni ne pe bi ana obe den e na obe but say MPP ye formidable MPP jina nan so MPP ye well organized na sebe ye BBC na omo de counter opinion aba ye bi no de counter opinion aba ye mpeni for no be jina omo nan so say yes. This is a party yes slight mistake or met me agitumi ayeden afri ho nti omamo ni ayeden omara de omo so no ayeden no omaye adwuma ya wose omo nti asem MPP mo wose ka na MPP timi ayeden MPP timi gina Mr. Harrison asema Professor Frimpong Boate Kaya oh sorry Piesie asema Professor Frimpong Boate Kaya ne me ba me tie se me bra peni kan se salates ni bi kura de anka wose ye ma no da wose ye ma ebi no kura da eh Professor Frimpong Boate Piesie MPP fankasa bon mbrane se bana Ghana ha Professor fo asabe anasi nimde fo mu okrum ha wi Professor Frimpong Boate frimu a enyina na yesi oye djuma bi kura yesi eba omo yakoma ho yare the whole Ghana anasi the whole Africa ni e bon mbrane ni e tawte ni e ka Professor Frimpong Boate enen yesi nkrata akura de nkan ma de abadada. The fact of the matter, and I say, Mr. Piesie Okrah, there are a lot of people who are lamenting about the current status of the MPP. Let's face the fact. And you know how you know Mampeniku for okay. Mampeniku for okay, so two mufuko monfa. to an extent say enuma bi pie ba bonten o mampani kufo kra kan say o mu meeting bi ase kwa okọ kasa ye kwa ma abro nye so original kan say no mampani kufo kan nya yen de ye mfa o mampani kufo mama no suspension o mama no suspension si wodi party meeting asema beto abonten Piesie kum ha ye wo the last time you saw some people petition the disciplinary committee about Abronye's behavior every party no what did the disciplinary committee do Oma ye bibi Abronya set up a host studio Piesie ofa MPP ni pani de to so a no wadidi na temfum fram no akọ next batch no wadidi na temfum fram na Abronya didi batch by batch
but no
look at, let me tell you
General Secretary Okrah ba say say disciplinary committee
Mr. General Secretary nankasa na petition disciplinary committee e ba Abronya asem so besi nen what has happened
in two free senka onu mum ebetumi aka say
Mr. there are a lot of things happening in the MPP but when be yes MPP mu say e favor obi dia say nipa na yen activity na nipa na yen no e favor a particular candidate in the MPP there.
You mean say a favor?
Yes. And no crowd there's a general secretary chop petition quite fine.
So they are not treating Professor Martin right?
There's a man. Join a professor from Pombati aka video my enya no cry. The current status of the MPP. MPP we nyina beto awunim sabe ye ya nyini kakra ye nyini kra nyini kakra MPP ye nim o ma ya be hu o MPP mu ni MPP ye nim o mo so mo ye eni nya na hu. This is MPP you are seeing. Professor from Pombati is a fake party. This is a party that be fake because on no party na no odom ye. Ade na enticing na me bra penny CEO abranche kama ultimate inside first week adom MPP no. O ma kasa testify say ade ya che no nkura ama na adom MPP na nya ne no ye de o hu ne nen. It is true. Professor from Bombati can say MPP say election MPP internally. Sikane ayi enema cheche and ade na ekoso ama omo mo nsem fata positions and they occupy position ade wo twantro. Enye sikanta nkacha ba wutumi obetumi awini over a lawyer in Ashanti regional chairman. Piesie me bisa wasem.
Send the party for
enye sikanta so what it asema
ndia wo mo pena wo mo to abama
asema Professor from Bombati kan nuklebe nenim MPP na ye first political party wo Ghana ha sabe ye kotro aba no mo tete flat screen TV 32 inches bida. There was even a candidate in Accra here, parliamentary candidate bia omo ko MPP election what dey asase ato say wo to mamia brabeja asase e kasei. Have you forgotten all those things? The Professor Frimpong Bati was only trying to tell you what is happening in the MPP. Plus, Tana Mundi Atari Chronotion of Piesie, or why am I Kurania Daho? I'm a Kurania Daho, I'm a more pension share, I'm here, and the doctor Afra. Why Plus Tana Nisi Kurona Daho, into Mumpe Ayimia, was a patron free, but fake one on Yadan on Kamu. Original one, I part Nankasa said, Mama Bedom, Nimidia for, or Mama Cosconia, born any to Nimidia be. Oh, no, Baba Domino. Sa party ni nyede eni hobium o mampani kufo no party komna Japan no party no ni mediefo party na ewo ho no tem those days ya kase MPP national organizer na ba na utimi so yes MPP national organizer na ba no ya kase MPP national youth organizer na ba na yes utimi hu me bra penity ai a nice gentleman obetimi MPP national youth organizer ana organizer ko ma jai ama manfo bi ye mpese bebodi na manfo bi nkase ye town mo. They say let people like my brother cannot hold positions in the MPP. They cannot. Because they don't konya galam say good see can be here
Prince say we are one of our Aramba.
Ontimi from because you two man when nyansa do MPP form pesa.
Let me respond.
Oni nyansa do MPP form pesa onko ni bi omo peno onka no kra nkyerɛ.
Okay.
When you so that is what I'm trying to tell you. See, okay. Professor Frimpong Bati is only trying to tell us the what's in the MPP. Okay. There are a lot of people who are lamenting in the room. And painful baby MPP more, they are crying the same cry.
Okay.
But they won't come out to say it. Professor Frimpong Bati and no Abu na kuma so and holding na no akweden na no akokan.
Great.
Benadavle and head and head emia no come na kuma kakra eno yi kakra no kwa de 2% pen why out of the 100. I'm telling you. So back as what is happening in the MPP. MPP begu.
May I say Harrison Kujaba, a member of the NDC communication team and our tenant Kano. 1 year after John Mahama was sworn in as the president of the republic. Sisiano, Ghana for Bebrina Kasa, almost dollar ne de say the former member of parliament for New Dwaboase South. Yes. Michael Esibe Yabwa. So no. Or say dollar na say no as a CD no shena mass say dollar na ba between 10 and 12 no. Affect exporters in a negative way, and it's also affecting sika na buying free exporters for it has a buy a lose revenue ewo sa part ni be the performance of the cedi against the dollar and other major trading currencies. No, Prince, how do you see it?
Bacho, before I may answer some questions made to me, I responded to me. It was very.
That's what the car can be brave.
It's an amazing no buy.
Fairness, man respond. For fairness, man respond.
30 minutes. And so, but having said that, it's as if so the party no more than me have it here. But you don't cry. There are many people. I'm to say Professor from Pomboating, including Professor Michael Quay and so on, who have never done anything like he's doing. Party BR, there are some differences of opinion. NDC, you have people like Alote Jacobs or Nema or Katia Moyine from party. You've had Gusitano quit, set up a new party. You've had Obeda Samoa, a whole Obeda Samoa, set up another party. And even bigger, the founder's wife set up another party. You know, Ninema Okikawa Hanomona mean to me, you only party Samia or Moody party name. Samia Uku is a gentleman. He has led this
Samia Uku free leadership of the power parliament.
So, for you to sit here and say party, no, we have diversity, and sometimes you have some people maybe says almost shed to say to be to send a machine. Also your party members. So okay. It's not right for you to can't almost a cool ball of 4 pa when this more change there. So please let's not go there. Professor from Pomboating can ask him wa utieni ya NDC wa NDC for United. So no be edemo party koto power susanka mbe happy. You won't, and you will not tolerate it. Intimema metra no mon kan train say o kai no kren o ye wow party no go be obi sanka wani nye ho. And then MPP nkwanso na nya problem before. So and our differences of opinion. Say na me kind even na you kunadu ajimai. Set up a whole party. Okay,
brand call it my yura dollar business.
Yeah, okay, dollar somewhere. Minia. And I'll pay on a professional platform, which is
about 7 minutes.
Okay. Into professional platform bakwa may also a partisan or at least a multi-party platform. So ne yana amanfo discuss it near koso with dollar no money. Some of the projects, I think Agenda 111 came up on the platform. Him said this year, yes, government put it to Agenda 111 no cry cannot finish more than one of the hospitals. One. And na ye discuss it. Minia dollar ekosra. So sorry, cedi ekosro against the dollar. Obie ni hono mo a obetimi aka say enya depa. Eya depa. Yen MPP ena yen no yesi development in freedom. Tide bia ye develop na NDC fo abese no. No mo ko. It's happened more than one time. When President Kufuor took over power, now we were a HIPIC nation. So we had to go through the HIPIC program before we could reset our economy and our finances. We're HIPIC. Edu baby, by 2000, people forget very easily. Now, inflation, unim say average inflation in the year 2000 was higher than what it was under during the crisis of 2022-2023. Do you know that? Yes, it's the truth. You can go and check Ghana's inflation history. So And now President Kufuor fix it, yeah, they go through HIPIC until so by the time I would Ghana, now we were totally on track, and a recovery was in total full effect. And I'm by the time President Mahama handed over back, we were back at the IMF. GDP growth 3.6. Graduate Unemployment Association Muna Mudijaye. And Nanado take economy, and within 1 year, now GDP, real GDP, etmia grow from 3.6 to 8.1. You see, today we had a crisis around 2022, and the main reason for the crisis, was oil driven. It was a near collapse of crude prices. When I say collapse, in this case, let me just say, crude prices shot up. We went from about $60 to about $120 almost overnight. Ebi mutimi kase ani ekai Russia Ukraine and tokano musonko. BBC event BC it can cause a short-term disruption. After a while, no, a near to me a sign SCCBO, even if there is still conflict. Sa oil shock na it's not there. And during this crisis, right before the crisis, Obiti said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia had come up with the idea of the gold purchase program. Dr. Siama, our Bank of Ghana governor today, it's on record, and I can share the video with you. But I will do that as soon as me send. All right. Talking against the gold purchase program. He doesn't believe it will work. He doesn't believe in it. And no has become the cornerstone. And if you're talking specifically as you are about the dollar, a gold purchase program, from the 60s. And NPP revival, no. So we added 23 tons of gold on 9 ana yenya up until that time a program no for about 3 decades. And realize say the way gold was going and all that, no, it could be a game changer to stabilize our currency. Interestingly, I was a Ghana for who say, so gold purchase program we know IMPP the buy, which has 2 legs, gold for reserves and then gold for oil. And time I the buy and a buy and sana crisis no creba 2022. It was launched in 2021 on a pilot basis and then fully implemented by 2022 by the Bank of Ghana. And that program we MIPP to me again, development in freedom. Yay near build Ghana. Yay near the programs be to say free SHS. Yay near the NHIS. Yay near the programs be to say school feeding program near the yeshemukina. Until again, you build the gold reserves. Yeah, the IMF and so agreement because we had to go. We had a cash flow crunch because of the 2022 oil shock and the crisis that happened. And you know, agree to build a certain level of reserves. Since NDC buy, they've added 6 tons. MPP added 23 tons at a lower price because that time now near building reserves, no. Now gold was around $1,007 dollars an ounce. Today, those gold now MPP reserve worth about $4,600 an ounce. Your calculation, more than double, 200% increase. And you build a DJA NDC government at the height of the recovery. Real GDP growth last year, 5.7. So, as I conclude, is that NDC ababeto a recovered economy. It's very unfortunate that propaganda be, even the president himself, to describe economy our being inherited as a criminally managed economy. A criminally managed economy could leave you 23 tons of gold reserves, metric tons, on top of the 9 I inherited since independence. That's a criminally managed economy. It's rather unfortunate the president went that route. And since our government they've been able to get so much money from gold. Gold value has more than increased, almost increased, since Nanado handed over. And a crude oil also sent America last week, and so price has reduced by about 40% since Nanado handed over. These are some of the key pillars of our economy. The government has decided not to build on what MPP did. They've only added 6 tons of the gold. Well, people here say import cover are increasing, mostly MPP Ejuma. Because I told you, MPP left 23 tons. You've only added 6. Into what the government is doing is gold now, okay, having changed PMMC to gold board, okay, and increasing the reach of the gold purchasing program. Give them credit for that. But gold, the only 6 tons. Sorry, gold na no maton. No more dia $2. The problem with that is that when the dollar is increased artificially like that. When I say artificially, I mean say ye to gold no yakoton ewebrotri. Inti ye to gold no so at the spot price, the current price. Na government no auction sikano gold na ebinyano back into the economy, to the commercial banks and the multinationals at the lower rate to bring down the dollar.
Oh yeah, economist.
Bacho me ye economics kakra.
Okay.
So what I say, and matome bonso tie economists ye pa over this thing. I followed it from day one.
And one of the renowned economists and the one of the respected economists, Makasibe, about former MP New Jabin South. Mamin Kutino ha.
Okay.
Or on the media forecast or see our currency is right now overvalued. It is not artificial.
Okay, Pacho, where's an idiot? Me, I say artificial. Me Pacho, where's an idiot? Obian and where's obey you so or so overvalued. Obin to say artificially inflated or depreciated.
But saying artificial.
Pacho, I'm not, and that's fine. But your party need one brain. I denam. All I'm saying is say government to turn gold no. Turn gold na no more dollars no mbenyano. The egu economy no more back. They auction the dollars at a lower rate. This is how they're bringing down some of the dollar. And I'm saying, say, generally, no, it's okay that they go, your friend is saying the CD will appreciate. Nobody is sitting here arguing. Because maybe a Ghana phobi.
So, in a nutshell,
it's Mima imports any day cheaper. Nina Kahuna, even inflation, which was projected to come down to 8% this year, last year. Went down to 5.4. It went down even further than what the IMF had projected. But senia asibe boy kano. When your currency appreciates now, while overall it's a good thing, especially if say interplay of exports and imports, no, and they lead to appreciation of your currency now. It's a good thing. It just shows fundamentals are stronger. But where government is taking some hard-earned money, using it to further bring down the value of the dollar. No? So that's where the concern is. The concern is say, one, from an MPP standpoint, is this sustainable? How long can we keep depreciating the dollar with our hard-earned currency? Two, there's opportunity cost. Opportunity cost, no, to say even NDC foot soldiers. I've had quite a bit of news reading. People looking for jobs. Are we making sure that we invest in things like the 24-hour economy, which the government has only put 110 million cedis? Meanwhile, the 24-hour economy secretariat was saying had projected see he had $4 billion.
But it's a process.
But your mebo a year process per se.
What time is wrong?
Okay, for me, a year government policy direction.
Okay.
The government decides which way it wants to spend the money.
Okay.
So tiase.
Okay.
Into no mo di good dollar nim. Okay. Emma multinationals see etimia ascend your musica abroad. Importers etimia nya cheaper dollar. That's the and sania sibe yebo akan no. That also reduces export revenues. It's also true. So tiase. But a government a decision.
Okay. You've gone
and they have to decide. They decide which way they want to go. If this is the way and they don't want to be investing more in 24-hour economy, create jobs and all those things and increase production, a your choice. We are monitoring. We're just saying that we believe this is not sustainable.
Okay.
And the opportunity costs are very high. That's all we are saying.
May I say, Prince of Osusefa, former CEO Gifek and our tenant, a member of the MPP. Mameko Harrison Kojo Abaso. Na mianhwe NDC for so one more perspective on this. Na answer na meba hono obi asende me message say me reading fanchiro. Em say nipa ko ni adwuma e wonad mo e okpando. O say membisa o say when are they going to get their promotion? Any working conditions? Also on person better some more cause it's in the pipeline.
The engane.
Francis, or if you can do,
what guys are my guys in the pipeline? India,
also promotion natural.
In the day, no person what say.
A person what baby, am I could do a bit me a catcher on what's my kind.
It's just a day now.
What do you have?
It's a muguso.
Kabibi pipeline the political
pipeline guso beti yebe
mate
wakayate
okay
wakayate
dollar in the
ya set it up mamenka hwazam gaga ya set up committee sebe omo hwe si omo deserve promotions ni nyina ba yede omo de be ma omo na sebe committee has been set up already.
Okay.
And they are still working.
Okay.
Omo hwe obi any time and what they abane obi adwuma wo ye ne nyina it is it is a committee ni wie na adwuma and omo de ba beto director general nim then it will kick start from there into omo nya botre kakra committee ni nya wie na adwuma ye committee ni wie na adwuma obi ansa beka promotion ye den o se fatase onye den onya some people in the past 8 years haven't got even one step promotion in pool. And I understand they are worried. That is why they are pressuring us to what? Do it in a hurry. And also, you tell me so munya butre. Omunka makuma ntumu yem. Ye the committee because ye mpese ya bayane say ya nya sware na ye hwe wanim no wanim ye fa na ma promotion. Ye hwe na say wanim nya ye fa na ye ma promotion dabi ye pese ye na mmara kwan so. Ntine ya set up committee so omunhwe omunhwem. Omo se fatase ye be ma promotion nya den. Yemfa mom nti committee na ene edas we ye na djuma
medasi
obi anya na enya botre
Francis Padari mo PRO na akasa o say there is a committee in place
exactly
omo ye djuma afi fa ye wie time na aka nyina o dey swade but nya hwe
oh no problem before I'm even back come asem kra no I just want to state it very clear say Ghana for the 4 years mandate and the assurance PSA 4 years mandate from the assurance. Since I'm new because I finish half about quiet. And thereby we now Veba Kuna I crow bidding obiadi one dance as at least. Baby, I channel your strength near focus no crown is enough. A yapa into a step by step. Budgets now ya read the abetramunina budgets now you're using in Ayafibako budget. And before I even I'll make any comment, it was soon Ghana for the 4 years mandate and the Amai. The Amebra Kanina has only proven say NDC are buying upon homeboarding. No one on. Because a manner young microeconomic indicators no are started looking good in the books no. As maybe before kind of and you fake and check oh na we there dollar no kura there and check e besa cross you do Christmas and yenye we yenye wenre afedie Christmas na twama still economic indicators na sasre kireye ebon ho mbode no almost you say ye kra na ya sha ase ye ne apego that wo ye ne ye we ye ne ye say ye ne ye say. You see, this is pure double standing. Economy, I will say, mon homebody, you don't believe in it, say a better no. Why should you say so you build the fundamentals and I say you build the foundation for it? You should even engage in that conversation. You don't say so you built it for it. Because you are saying, say, Adia Wankasawa lay down foundation. Yeah, to us no. What's it the air na papa you fake it will last. So what did you build? So one kasa we did to say foundation now what build out one year to us then you should also equally believe and say near yet to us on the them because we're because I go for reserve program yi. Oh mo kasa omo de bomb won samra na say ya near dia ba na mo ma to aso na mo akwa no gold board na mo ye we na de. You believed in it. And now we see no gold for reserve. One gasa na mo kan ebe boaye e na mo asha ase. And ya kwaso ni atrem. And then come on see yakuba bipa. Se sidi wo Bank of Ghana. Na se enye hwe na eda ho. Ni ese ye de be ma gold board. Na gold board that yakoto e de akoto gold. No abeton gold in dollars. Na dollars no wo de aba. Ni e de ama ye banks no mo de adu amunjuma. And na abre dollar na say what is wrong with this? What is wrong with this? Mitiasi mi bra penny kan say. Eba na sa other sectors na te say 24-hour economy ni ade a wo say ye ni nya ya ni nko ho na ade na me chiro say 4 years mandate no mama. People are testifying for the 1 year and then many who can say we never obi so honda ye da Piesie obi so honda ye da see dollar bit me perform solidly 1 year solid full year na dollar ye e bon home body obi an so honda ye even fi solution for abi see one home projection no almost December be ba ma yakọ January no dollar will be waiting around what 15 Ghana cedis per dollar. That was what they said. So they are even surprised and shocked. See, Nemini who can say dollar is rooming up around that amount.
So, what more projections no were based on the prevailing your friend is saying structures and any fundamentals now but the government has changed.
That is it. So this will even tell you say fundamentals are to work on because what the enemy actually so actually say you be pay 15 Ghana cedis no. Then the minute you say why. We were in this country some time ago. We recorded a hyperinflation because of the reckless spending of a particular government. Have you forgotten? In the 2020 election, they went and they were printing money from the Bank of Ghana like
now some
they were
buy,
just
some
printing. Printing there. Printed there. They printed for campaign reasons. Oh, how? 2020 election.
Last year August,
oh, that's a serious accusation.
Me say last year August, musumu printed be, no suppose to hear
And America say,
how can you say something like that?
And your bonus Bank of Ghana be printing. And my reasons in Tiaman, you could be an answer about be a printing.
But 2024, you criticized the MPP. Harshly said, "We're printing 1 year on."
They were printing consumptions on
You said we use it for elections. You said that.
And that is what you use it for.
Where's your evidence?
That is what you use it for.
Where's your evidence?
Elections, and then just after the election, we recorded a hyperinflation of 54%. Have you forgotten?
Why haven't you arrested those people?
Have you forgotten?
How can you say something like that?
We recorded an inflation of what? 54%. No, be down home soon. I had that saying that you're 5.4, 54. That's my beton fini. A beton fini, and then we are enjoying an inflation rate of what? 5.4. And they're gonna be anyone and say practically. And before I'm trying to say, can't about to 10 CD. And we make Sumpa FM, Mikocho. Sumpa FM host, and they said they were to consult in a fan paper. So by here advert, she said the Mutayina, my friend, the LPM. obey LP ama company bi muton kenke o ma so na o se kenke 3 cd me say oboa wo se me bo afreso mpa FM na je sankrata LPM no I wanted to take it yesterday but he refused was one from mama
kenke 3 cds
practically things are anyoma e ba from o je se me bo
me to be
that be was some FM.
It's mostly 5 and 7.
Me say who was some FM for any number friend. When he said that
Malcolm na 32.
When he said that many Benjamin MPP communicator friend Benjamin. And it was
there is no
let me make my case.
There is no deflation.
Let me make my case.
Let
me make my case.
We don't have deflation.
No, let's
be careful.
Prince.
See, let me make my case.
Na me ton show be member brand ni ewa Malcolm na menya ne 32 na no me koto the same brand menya ne 28
and I make say there is no deflation in Ghana. Deflation would be where you do stage beer prices are averagely are going down.
Na ne making enye bia
what we have no your friend disinflation means inflation is not rising at the same rate as before.
Exactly.
So let's be careful.
And 5.4.
Yeah.
And one metiase.
Yes. And one last thing. Sorry. One last thing I like to add.
Producer Sempong.
Producer Sempong. You saw how people celebrated their Christmas. Then can't tell you between difference between Christmas and Easter. We couldn't differentiate. My brother, today, call importers. Who are importer be otaba oshoso friend and then nebisam. Importers are really enjoying. Masa enama and then enoma boarding
say about export.
And no more boarding so people are really smiling. The economy outside is all about when say no social media kwahwe mame for when twam na minti form ko social media kwahwe amount for say this January is too short onima de ntia because sikagu amount for bottom.
And I say how is it Kodwaba NDC communication team member on our Kano and our Prince Ofosu Sefa politics. Oh, interested. Oh, remember mon kwasa ba. I go to our clinic say and premature ejaculation bema both bema address come show fuguni ade sana otwaweni e de ahwe ban yetetim kura won tehwe because why emere won pem kwa gbozo aba clinic ye kwahyeman ye ben ye kwahyeman himfi na eno achi ndem yade bia oba bema oba watenka atekokko agbozo aba clinic se bema nwu ya enu kwanse o ma obema esini trasesa eti frey 0241 7502 82 0241 750282 and 0557402696 your Tamanso community 25 ye ne deaf track estate ne din hwe anymore na nka meka message ba tam na so ntima the messages by no Stellado o say your friend is saying Gulf City light na edundum na no ameka wansem ene so me san come say light ni dundum pa Tema Gulf City every police station area wa yesra mo ECG for mom fam money enhwe ho man why na resetting agenda nem say mo sa area ho no mo nyante ma me wish me birthday Jefa Tega deputy national women organizer Emma NDC Amanyuku Jefa Tega happy birthday to you on that screen so no deputy national women organizer Edema NDC Jefa Tega abaya no ho fu ahon fe pa nyamishrao ontu nkwandem omani obesum bia enye party no eya frame me baby eno achi Salamatu Fusaini wonso wo do birthday Salamatu Fusaini happy birthday to you Salamatu Fusaini okay we free yankasa yenua Miriam ho ena wo say yen wish you happy birthday Salamatu Fusaini may the universe conspire to help you in everything that you do your birthdays ni nyina me that team ni nyina say from Desmond Sowa to MCR to everybody Emmanuel so any Konyo Vigo Amos Ella Opoku mu nyina camera crew Raf me that say so chair me time ka krebe ya de djuma de na si Prince Ofosu Sefa MPP member and former CEO for Gifek and Harrison Kodwaba Nadmo PRO